Greetings, everyone. So this
Ah,
is going to be our new series. Is it a series?
we could make it a series.
Yeah, we'll get feedback and we'll decide if it's a series or not.
Yeah.
It's a really weird introduction. I'm sorry.
No, this that's the it's like a save a cast, but like minus all of
The gamers. Oh wait,
the
what?
gamers. Yeah. It's like a tier below that.
Yeah, we're like the normal gamers. Like
Yeah.
we're just a
We're
tier
just
under them.
degens that spend a lot of time in the game and aren't as good as all the other people doing it.
Ouch. But it's kind of true. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
argue against that. But yeah, we've prepared a couple topics to discuss. So I guess we can start right in with an introduction. I mean, wait, are you like? Do you need an introduction? Because this is going on your channel.
Yeah. Hi. This is Nothard, the channel. Um, I do iron completionist stuff, including a lot of collection log, general PVM, general skilling, base goals. It's about me. What about you?
Dude, I'm a lone gym rat. I make videos very rarely, and I'm a max Styron now. Oh shit,
Hey,
that's fun to
congrats.
say. Max Styron.
Yeah.
My goals have shifted a lot recently. Used to be very PVM heavy. Then I started skilling to max, and now I'm mostly just collection log degen, which includes grinding all pets. So it's a good mix.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like the collection log provided such a good like avenue to
Yeah.
streamline the long-term game goals. It's like
The collection log was amazing out there.
saved the game for sure.
Just like combined the normies and irons together.
Yeah. And it's also forcing me to go back and do a bunch of stuff that I did in the past, but now that I'm like maxed, the gameplay is so different and actually enjoyable now. And like after
Wait, so you're
grinding,
enjoying Mage Training Arena?
dude, I'm having a time. Like 5 hours in the game feels very different at this point than what 5 hours was in the past. You know what I mean? Like,
But also, like in the past, like we weren't able to play as like I wasn't able to play as much when I was a noob. I was
because
playing
of
like 2 hours and I had to do something else in real life.
yeah,
But now it's like yeah, I'm able to play a lot more, like in terms of my free time.
same.
I mean, not so much as before, but still.
There was definitely like mid-COVID, like some degen hours, like
Oh yeah, they tell me about it, man.
yeah.
Just like
But
with school online, like just didn't know what the fuck else to do, so I just played nonstop.
yeah, and honestly, like very grateful to have Rooney during that period. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It was helped spend a lot of time
yeah,
and like I had a lot of friends that were very depressed during that time because they
same.
didn't really play video games and they couldn't really go chill with their friends, so they just didn't know what else to do.
I mean, kind of going off that note, that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Some depressed
Oh,
Rooney
actually, do you
stuff.
remember how we met? I remember. I remember just now how we met, dude.
Tell me, fill me in on the story.
So
Yeah.
okay, so essentially what happened is okay, so if you don't know me, I usually I don't really like drugs too much, but like I do edibles once a week just to,
Naughty.
relax. And like I did an edible on the Saturday night and I was just browsing YouTube. And then I saw like one of your videos and it had like 6 views or something. And I was like, oh cool, the Max Styron. Like let's listen to it. Why not? I clicked the video and I was like, damn, this is interesting. And I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll watch the other one. So I watched the other video, I watched the other video, and then eventually I watched all your videos and I was like, oh shit, there's no other content to watch from. And it only took
Yo,
me like 2 hours because you only had a couple of videos back then. You had like the I don't remember what you had. You had like two progress videos, I think.
yeah, and then my bank video probably.
Oh yeah, and the bank video. So then I was like, oh cool, okay, it's not hard. And then you were talking about top too, and I was like, I found it very fascinating because I had this similar issue as you back when I was winning top.
Hmm.
And then the next day, like in the morning, I decided to go kill Vedion. And I show up to Vedion and I see like some dude killing Vedion with an Infernal Max Cape. And in my head, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're risking the Infernal Max Cape. And then I right click and I see not hard, and I'm like, oh shit, I know this guy. But
Yo,
it
I
felt weird because like I was talking to you and I knew so much about you from your videos, but you knew absolutely nothing about me. Like I was a stranger to you, like trying
yeah.
to lure you or something.
I saw your account and I think I thought like, damn, this is a gamer, like
It was a PVM Chad, dude.
yeah, game recognized game. One of those that like barely 2.2K total, but like tens of thousands of
Crazy
boss
boss case.
KCs. Like, we're playing different games right now.
Oh yeah, big bro. You like my progression was like so cringe, dude. Like I just rushed Slayer, and I got my barrels gloves when I was like 93 Slayer.
Oh, brother. That's a
Because all
DPS
I
level.
like, I was only doing like stuff I wanted to do for fun, right? Like I wasn't looking at any efficient path. So like if I wanted to do Slayer, I was doing Slayer,
Yeah.
and I never really wanted the quest, so I just never quested.
Did you quest when, like, when did the quest helper come out?
Oh no, I had a quest cape that came out really recently.
Okay.
Like in
Yeah,
terms of like I used it for the couple new quests that came out,
so
and
broken,
that's
dude.
it's
Holy
so
shit.
dumb.
It's, yeah. But I'm happy it's in the game, honestly. Like, I think Rooney at
Well,
this point,
to be fair, like questing has always been something that people hated,
yeah,
and having some a feature on RuneLite to help speed that up and make it less tedious, I think it's a good thing for the game.
yeah.
Like we can actually talk about services too if you want later on. I had a discussion about services with a buddy like just before we started talking.
Yeah, I would love to. I think first off, on the note of like, yeah, progression of accounts. The Iron that I played, like, I started Rooney on, or old school, on release, and then had a main, got to like 1600 KC. Iron Man had been out, or 1600 total. Iron Man had been
Totally.
out for like a few months, and like this was around the time that Zolro. I got a DFS from Wyverns. Like, I got
Oh,
72 fucking Slayer, and then just camped
was
Wyverns.
that before the buff on Wyverns?
This
Because I
was
remember Wyverns got buffed
no.
hard.
This was after that. Like, 72 Slayer took me like a year probably. Like, I mean, when the
Wait,
game
what was
first
your
came out,
main's name? I want to search him up because my main is like in a similar situation.
uh, I actually gave it to my
Wait,
friend.
I'll PM you my main and you PM me yours.
My, I think it was I gave it to my friend. I think this is it,
Oh, so he played like
and he played on it a
six
lot.
black goats.
Yeah, dude, he did some degen stuff on that account.
Oh, it's 2K total.
Yeah, like, I gave him the account when I was like, I had 90 range, strength, 80 a bunch of other stats, like very well rounded. But my
Oh, he's
frustration
max
with the game
combat.
was like, I would just do Zulrah for money and then do like fast skilling methods. I was aware of the concept of efficiency in like a nebulous sense, but applying it to like tech manipulation and stuff of the game, it was pretty difficult for me. Like, I just wasn't that good of like three tick fishing or something. But the game felt very boring to me because I would do Zulrah, and then I would like just spend my money on like, I don't know, buying the most efficient skilling stuff, and then back to Zulrah, and it was like this constant cycle, and I felt just really bored, burnt out. And then I made this iron, and just like all of the small goals slowly added up over time. I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna go for like Barrow's gloves. But first was like, I don't know, like doing Barrows for the first time, getting like your first pieces, feeling like you're,
Oh, that was so fun, dude. And you get items like every 2 hours, so like it
oh
was
yeah,
just flowing in. And it was always uniques because like you had nothing, right?
yeah,
Oh, man,
like
good times.
getting the first B ring and stuff. Like, I don't,
Oh,
this what a beautiful time to play the
bro,
game.
my best feeling was when I like because when I made my account, like I made my account a couple months after Iron Man release came out, but I was playing like 1 hour every couple weeks.
Hmm.
So I was free to play and I was just doing wood cutting with the steel axe. And I got to like 50 wood cutting and I was like, damn, I really want to get a rune axe. And then I tried to figure out how to get a rune axe in free to play, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing 91 smithing or whatever the smithing requirement is.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Oh, I bonded my account and grinded lava dragons, and it took me like 2 weeks to get the rune axe from lava dragons. But mind you, like I was playing like 1 hour every 3 days, right? So,
Hmm. When
and
did,
dude, when I got that rune axe from lava dragons, oh my gosh, dude, it was fucking amazing.
dude, low level
It was a
iron,
rune axe.
like, and I think we're probably in a state now where like it doesn't, like, getting a rune simi back in the day from doing fire giants when they're before Zami
Oh,
wizards,
dude.
or like, that was, nowadays it's like, oh, you're just getting a rune skim, you know what I mean? Every iron does it. But back then it felt like such an accomplishment, and I think the game has
And like there
lost
was
some
no
of that.
plans too. Like now
Yeah,
everything's mapped out for you. Like you
yeah,
know what to do. But back then, like day by day. I was waking up. I want to do rune crafting. I was doing rune crafting. Like there
Yeah.
was no efficiency.
Oh, dude, I want to
Like
tell you a
now,
story
there's
about
guides on like everything.
partly. So I was playing on release, right? I mentioned that before. I got
Yeah.
scammed for like 10k nature runes, and I did them all at the Abyss. When back then, like that was crazy. Like I felt like such a gamer. I went to Varrock, West, to like sell my natures. Some dude traded me. He was like, "Hey, go sell these in Camelot. That's where like the Alcors are, right?" And
Oh my gosh,
so
with the
he just put up
teleport.
a Camelot teleport tab. I put my 10k nature runes were in the trade. Accept. Click the teleport, and just was destroyed when I realized what happened. Like I tele back to Varrock trying to find the dude, being like, "Hey man,
Please.
please." But like, yeah, doing like Magic Training Arena at this point, like 5 hours back then to get like I don't know, to get like 1,000, or I don't know what the rate is, but like say like 4,000 nature runes take 5 hours. Back then that was like an entire life. Now I spend 4 hours getting my second master wand. It's like, oh, that's nothing. That's just like a collection log spot. So, and I think at the time as well, like, so my relationship with time was different back then, but also my relationship to like what the game requires in terms of the rigor, like the time intense, like putting your mind to it and doing it was very different. So now like the grinds feel like they're enjoyable at this point because I know what I'm getting out of it and know what to expect. So it's like mapped out, but like that very primal like beginner mentality is just lost forever. So it's like a balance of, yeah, the two worlds.
Yeah, we're never gonna get that feeling again
Never,
unless
dude.
we play a new game or maybe
But
new content.
do
But
you
even new
play
content, like, sorry, what did you say?
like new games ever, like New World or shit like that? I know you mentioned that you played like League and stuff, but like I feel like that's just like one of those like, all right, I guess I have played League in my life, like I'll just
But
log on
it's
when I'm
like I play
AFKing.
like here and there other games with, but I only play with friends, like in real life friends. Like they would
Yeah,
ask me like,
same.
"Yo, do you want to play?" Like I played a bit of Don't Starve together. I don't know if you know what that game is.
No.
It's
Usually,
like a Minecraft type game of survival. It was
hmm,
pretty fun.
do you AFK
But
Rooney
like,
on the side?
well,
Like cannonballs or something?
depends.
Look at this
Like I
man's
remember I was doing Blood RC while playing Valorant at one point,
nice.
but that was kind of rough because you're getting like 200 blood runes an hour, dude. Like, it's really bad.
Yeah. Dude, I've been playing Balloons Tower Defense 6 while doing
Oh my
Magic
god, I
Training
remember that
Arena.
game.
Dude, it's so fun.
Oh, bro, I remember playing that on the was it ejectrit.com?
And now
Is
it's a
that the
client.
website? Oh, it's a I don't remember. I think it was like Bloons Defense
Balloons
4 or
Defense.
something.
Yeah. Dude, I used to play it back in the day, and then there's like actually like there's a world in it now where there's like maps that are really difficult, and
Really? Jeez.
yeah,
I
like
kind
you
of
have to
want to
be
play that.
efficient with things. Dude, it's fun. And it's like it's both very casual, and you could take it to be not that casual, and you could also play it while just doing Rooney in the background. So I recommend.
Perfect. While
Like
AFKing and grinds.
Wintertod.
Well, I'm mostly thinking about like Castle Wars and Trouble Brewing because that's like hundreds of hours of just sitting there doing nothing.
Dude, I don't want to do Castle Wars. After how long it took me to get 200 things, I was getting like 3 tickets an hour. It's disgusting. Unless you boost it, like in a free-to-play world.
I don't
But
think I'm gonna boost it to be honest.
yeah,
But
I was just AFKing in random worlds, and if the other team scores a point, you can't get the 3 points, and if you lose, you get 1 point. If you win, you get two. So it's just like, and the games take like 20 minutes, and then you wait in the lobby
plus
for a
wait
while.
time.
Yeah, it's pretty
Uh,
disgusting.
I did some Trouble Brewing yesterday while on mobile while watching a movie.
How was
Pretty
that?
chill.
Yeah,
But like it's like so slow, dude. And
yeah,
Trouble Brewing on mobile is kind of bad because you gotta like fill the buckets, right?
yeah. I
And you
did a
gotta
little bit.
manually click. Ah,
I have like 3 items from Trouble Brewing.
I got zero. I'll catch up eventually.
There's two of them that cost like 50 each. You could easy couple slots right there. The rums.
Oh,
Yeah,
I bought the stuff, but
yeah,
that's
the
it.
stuff.
I guess I'll
Yeah,
buy dinner thing. I didn't know there was 50 points for those. I'll buy those then.
yeah.
Let me catch up a little bit.
890 collection log slots at the moment.
Actually, that could bring up our next topic on collection log.
Yeah.
Dude, so
I,
okay, first we have to talk about the high scores on collection log.
mm,
Like we were checking it earlier. There's some normie. Was it 1,277 slots? Let me confirm.
that's which is that's basically like the only thing left are probably pets
Mega rare
and
stuff.
mega rares. Yeah, like
Oh wait,
green
okay, I
logged
opened this
everything
log.
else.
I can check here.
Oh,
So for
sure.
bosses, he's completed. Oh god. Okay, he's missing. You know, what? Everything's green, dude. Okay, he's missing Inquisitor Maze.
Sad.
Oh, he's missing the Skatizo jar. Oof.
Oh, that that's like yeah, that's a no, that's a
Bro,
never
that's
gonna
he's
happen,
missing two items in PVMing, bro. What the? Okay, how
dude.
about raids? He's only missing the caves, dude.
This is like
What the
the level of
hell?
gamer that like this the
Okay,
top page
how about
skillers
clues?
equivalent.
Oh my. Okay, he has beginners, easies, medium, completed. He's missing five items from hards.
It's probably the shields,
Uh, yeah, a couple shields,
couple
one
and the
rune.
plates. Yeah, those are the
Yeah,
rare
one of the
ones.
rune plates too.
Yeah,
Damn, dude, that's crazy. He has bloodhounds. Oh, he has a couple items. He has third age plate skirt, and that's it. That's the only third age item, and a bunch of gilded too.
I was
Okay, how
so
about mini
sad getting
games?
a second gilded Hosta.
Oh my god, dude, the man's a gamer, bro. He's 28 out of 32 for LMS.
That's just is it
Holy
just the capes
shit.
he's missing?
He's missing two capes, one halo, and two halos.
Yeah. So for those of you listening, his name is uh Basid Basiligus. I'm gonna type it in the Basiligus. You can look him up if you'd like.
Oh,
But
he's
this is
crazy, dude. Oh
yeah.
my god.
So whenever Jagex releases the collection log high scores, I think my goal, um, a realistic goal for me would be to like top 200. I think that's a
Dude, I
solid
think you can get top page Iron Man, honestly.
top page, dude. I don't know.
Probably. Because, like, you got a lot of the hard ones out of the way. Oh, he has all pets, too.
He's damn. I,
Bro, okay, he's missing the stale baguette. Poor guy.
poor guy. Yeah.
And Revs. Oh,
But yeah, I
dude,
think,
he has Dagonite completed, and he's missing one Dust Mystic item.
dude, I'm trying to do revs until um one of the weapons, either Cross or Mace, into Wildy Slayer, stack up on a shitload of points, finish all the Wildy bosses, hopefully before they change them, and then once I have all those points, go to Konar Slayer and only do like decent tasks to finish Dusk Mystic.
And you
But
do all your catacombs tasks, too, for the
yeah,
Skatizo.
and like but I want to do that after I finish the master combat tasks and have done a bunch of Zuck, because you can't get the Zuck tasks from Konar. And I really want to like,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what
like that'll level
sucks.
up my gamer skills just in the Inferno. But I don't want to grind Inferno until I have the two tasks. I feel like the Grandmaster three tasks, like it'd be nice having three tasks or being able to choose three tasks at a time, but like being honest with myself, am I ever gonna do three Inferno tasks in a row? It'll take me like weeks to get through, like living life and also
Yeah,
having those
100% it'll
three
take a week.
tasks.
Because back-to-back Infernal tasks is rough, man.
That's rough, yeah. I would only like it like in case I would die, and then can like take a break to do some degen collection log stuff before going back. I love the collection log. Like when I tell some of my old friends that used to play the game, like, yeah, I'm grinding 4,000 chompy birds, or I'm grinding a winter Todd past 20 mil for the tome, even though I already have one. They're like, "What are you on, dude?" Like that's I don't
They're
know.
like drugs, a
Yeah.
lot of them.
Oh, that's a good like segue into an idea that I wanted to bring up in this ramble. Like the idea of like in the past having a very fraught relationship with Rooney, in that it was like this is what I do in my free time, and like feeling not okay about how much time I spend on the game. But it brings a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment, and like being more okay with things in life generally, like RuneScape in this for instance, but also like being young, like drinking a lot of caffeine or having like nicotine or weed in my life in a way, like these are obviously detrimental to my health in some capacity. But while young, like being able to indulge in these like I don't know, like these vanities, I guess. Um, and Rooney fits into that category. And I think for me, um, I needed an avenue to justify how much I played RuneScape. And the YouTube channel, for one, has very much stepped into that space. But I think uh, more prominent of in that is the relationship that I've developed, like you, John 10, like you bringing me into the '07 Iron like just community, I guess. Like I have fulfilling life in Rooney now that is more tangible, more real, rather than me just like spending hours on a video game by myself. So I wanted to thank you for that for one.
Oh, that's so humble. I mean, also, like ultimately in the end, like now that we're both young, like, obviously no kids. Like
Yeah.
we're this is like the time where you can do stuff like this, and like later on in the future when you have mortgage and payments and maybe a wife, kids, like you can't have as much time to yourself as
I
you
mean,
do now.
look at Randy though, Randalicious. Man's 200 mil all, full-time job as a police officer. Um,
Really, I didn't know that. I
yeah,
didn't watch his Save cast.
yeah. It's a definitely like I used to watch Randy way back in the day. I watched all the old Olympus podcasts, like or not Olympus, Hexus podcasts. Like I I was aware of the community way back then, and I was like, whoa, you guys are gods, right? Like,
Yeah, I
um,
remember feeling that too. Like,
yeah,
and now
and
we're part of them basically.
I don't know, like they're held to such esteem in my mind that it's like I could never step into that. Like I could never be that, you know?
What I find crazy is they're like the 6 hour records are I feel like are possible, but like the 30 hour records are fucking crazy. Like
Yeah,
how do you play 30 hours straight, like 100% efficient?
yeah,
Like
just
that dude in
gaming.
Olympus that got the agility record.
Oh,
Like he was
fucking
averaging 102K an hour in agility for
yeah, I
30
think
hours
that's with a
straight.
W.
That is crazy. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like, there's no way I could do that, man. Like, what the hell?
I like
I
being in
do 2 hours
Olympus.
of sepulcher and I'm birth.
Yeah. Oh, I did like 10 hours of SEP to finish the Acorn over the past few days. I enjoyed that a lot. I got back to 220 mil cash stack after my crown
It's really
purchase.
fun. It's just I can't. I don't have the endurance to game efficiently for that long.
Yeah. Well, I see Sepulcher in the same way that I see like Zulrah, right? Where it's like similarly engaging, but once you just have it mapped out,
Yeah, it's just
you're
brain dead. You
it's
just
kind of brain
clicking.
dead. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I see Tob, to be honest.
Dude, I just I'm too fresh to Tob to like feel like a gamer there, and I make so many mistakes that I just get frustrated with myself. I think that's a partly why I didn't like have relationships in the game before this time, is just because I'd rather just do everything by myself because I don't have a someone watching me mess up, you know? I could just get angry with myself and then move on. But if it's in the eyes of another person, I get more like self-conscious, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, also you have to keep in mind that Tob is like very punishing to mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
So like you will die a lot learning, and even when you master the skill, you still die a lot from just like missing a take heat, or like, even though you're able to take heat, you still sometimes you miss it. Like last night, I missed a take heat. Robot still carried us, but
Yeah,
it just
level
happens.
112, drunk as shit.
Blackout drunk carrying us in hard in top.
Do you want to talk about your relationship with the combat achievements in Tob?
Oh, okay, yeah, we should do combat achievements. I forgot about that
Yeah.
topic. Okay, so for those who don't know, I have masters completed, and I'm 36 tasks away from grandmaster. But I kind of took a break from combat achievements, and like the main reason for it was the nightmare times
Hmm.
are very like geared geared brick wall.
Yeah.
If you don't have enough Inquisitor pieces, it takes a lot of RNG to get the time. And like I don't want to reset Nightmare. Like I hate Nightmare already. Resetting Nightmare feels like a such a pain. So for combat achievements, what I'll have to do is I'll have to grind Fasanis and at least get a second Inquisitor piece,
Hmm. You
and
can't
then I
just do
can
it with
go
Scythe
for.
and like
I mean,
one.
I know that what's his name, the guy in the Olympus Ranger Fane, he did it
Yeah.
with one piece, but like it took him hours of resetting,
Yeah.
and like And I mean, I'm not that good at Nightmare either. Like I haven't done that many kill count, so I would have to learn to perfect it as well.
Yeah. What's the solo time?
It's sub 16
No
regular Nightmare, I
way.
think.
That's,
Or
dude,
is it 1630? Wait, let me check. I don't want to give false information.
that is so fast.
But
Like,
it's not like it's hard. Oh man,
it's
it's not getting
RNG,
that.
it just hits, right?
Yeah, it's just you have to spoon hits on Nightmare, but also spoon getting hit on Nightmare so you don't lose any time.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's sub 16 solo.
That's crazy.
But like it's like obviously if you have the gear, like you have the DPS to do it. It's
Yeah.
just you can't make mistakes, right? But if you don't have the gear, then you have to spoon good hits on top of
Hmm.
playing perfect.
Well, I
And
kind
with the
of,
scythe, it's very hard to spoon big hits because the scythe is like super consistent.
yeah, the damage scales based off of like, right? Because you have the three hits, so it's less RNG
Exactly. It's like a
intensive.
blowpipe. It's more
Yeah.
consistent in terms of damage. But like one guy, I remember I don't remember where I heard this. I think it was one of Sebe's casts. He said like he would use full DH 1 HP on Fasani. So you can, if you spoon good RNG, you can hit really high. Like imagine just hitting back to back in 90s
I do
with full
not want to
DH.
camp fucking
In
Fasani's.
Fasani's with 2 HP.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
But like that's pretty clever if you ask
But
me.
like the
I would have
husks
never
come
thought of
out,
that.
you know what I mean? And you have
Yeah,
to
you'd
eat
have to
up.
eat a Kramon right away.
Yeah. And then you just hit a 20.
Get chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I actually for combat achievements, I also got a little cocked. So like I didn't prepare for it whatsoever, so I didn't have any keys banked for like Bioware or
Hmm.
Obor, which is fine. But I also didn't have any totems from Skatizo,
Ah.
and I was missing barrels items too. So like for Skatizo, I there was like a bunch of tasks, and you're able to do it in two totems, but I fucked up my first totem, so it took me three totems, and I was barraging jellies for my totems, and it took me 2 weeks to get
Holy
three
shit.
totems from jellies. I went like 6 times the rate, and I was doing my hard clues too, so it
Yeah.
was
How many hard you get?
obviously slow. Like 65 hards.
Oh, that's hot.
Like it was
What?
chill though. Like I'm not
Yeah.
complaining about that grind. But then like for the KQ task, it's funny because I have like over 3,000 KQ, but obviously I can't do the KQ elite combat achievements because I need a Verox flail. So I
What's
had
your
to
barrels
grind
KQ?
barrels for a Verox flail. Eventually I
950?
got it.
Yeah.
Took me like 200 chests, so it wasn't. It could have been way worse.
Yeah. A fair
Like if
few
it went
collection
as
log points.
dry as I did for jellies, like I would have been still at barrels right now. Like,
Jesus.
yeah, I finished that and then I did masters. But I think they really did a good job for combat achievements, and I really hope. I feel like the rewards are good where they are now.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
I wouldn't mind if they buffed something with master clue scrolls for like the master tier, but if they don't, I wouldn't be bothered either. Like I think it's
Yeah.
a fair place.
For me, it's like I'm very content not finishing Grandmasters. I feel like that's a level of gamer that I'm just not at. I think if I play the game for 8 years, maybe I'll do it, you know?
Well, if
But
you get a scythe, you can definitely do it. I think you just need a scythe, and then you're set.
but also learning the team content in such a particular way where my entire account is just like the only team content I've done is 48 Tob at this point. And I feel like
But
that's just
also like the regular raids times are really easy for teams, but the
hmm,
CM times are stupidly hard for irons. So you need to find friends that are mains, and that's very difficult.
yeah, it's like that is like just a barrier, right? And I feel like
Yeah.
I'd rather just grind collection log than grind the time finding teams and people that I like trust to raid with. It's you know, I like it feels more comfortable for me to just get masters and move on because the rewards aren't so overpowered.
Are you at
Um,
elites right now? Did you finish elites?
I need 75 Tob for the elites.
So you're 75 out of 96? Is it 96?
Oh no, I still have like a few other like I think I have one other Chaos LE task, KC, and then I have some the speed run of the whatever boss that is, the Dragon Slayer 2 boss, and then I have
Calvec.
entry mode top tasks, which I think I'm just gonna do with John 10 soon.
Yeah,
Stack
those
them
are
all
actually
around.
kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah,
I enjoyed those tasks. And the speedrun time isn't as bad as like the is it a I don't know if it's master time. It's like a sub. I don't remember what the time is. Like I did it with Robot. We both duoed and we went in max gear, and we like got like 4 minutes to spare. It was crazy how
Four
fast we.
minutes? Jeez. Yeah, I also don't think I'll ever like be at the point of being able to uh, do the Tob, like the normal Tob speedrun task, like that level of gamer. I just would
The
rather
GM
not.
times are really
Yeah, the
hard. I
GM
haven't done
times.
any yet. But the master times are like if you have like a full team of scythes, you can do it with the blade.
Nice. I'll just go
Pretty
scythe, you know. First item scythe.
first item scythe, and then you get all the times easy.
Yeah.
Never do top again.
So here's a question. In terms of like the game going in the direction of next raids 3 and the community being more open to power creep, what role do you think Tob will play moving forward in like
Oh, that's a
the
good point.
games?
Because
Yeah,
raids three, it might. I mean, it depends on how raid three is.
yeah.
Like, you
I
remember?
really
I
want
don't know if
solos to be
you're.
efficient.
Is it even going to be soloable?
It scales. It's gonna be like you're gonna be able to do it solo, and you're also gonna be able to do it in teams. They said they're making sure that both options are gonna be efficient.
That's cool.
Yeah, because it's
Okay,
hard
one
to
thing
like.
to note though is like TOB on release was like insanely hard, and no one was doing Tom. Like only a select few like actual gamers were tobbing. So if they make raids three extremely difficult, maybe like Top's still going to be relevant. People are just going to do Top. But if raids three is easy enough and better money, people are just going to sit at raid three forever.
Yeah. Oh,
Like that's
but if
one thing that the RNG brought up yesterday. He's like trying to finish Tob and get his scythe before Raids 3 comes out
mm,
because like all the gamers are Tob with him now, like
yeah.
me. Like I'm not gonna Tob with him once Raids 3 comes out. Like I'm sorry,
Fuck.
RNG. Like I love you, but like I'm gonna do Raids 3.
That
like
also means I gotta get my scythe before Raid 3 comes out.
like it's true. Like it's not like against
Yeah.
anything. It's just it's new content, right?
But the with the economy change, right? Like it's inevitable that prices are going to go up for the scythe, for the saying, etc. And then with the draw towards raids 3, and those items consistently leaving the game, prices will go back up. So
Yeah, I mean
like
Tob is always gonna be still one of my favorite pieces of content. So like even I'm still gonna do Tob
you
in
gotta get 2000
post
KC.
Raids 3 eventually. What am I at now? I think I'm at like almost 1300. I'm at 1269.
Is that hard mode plus normal?
Yeah, hard modes plus normals. Oh, we can talk about hard modes too. I love hard modes. They're really fun. Actually, no, we can do that
I thought
later.
you
We can
didn't like
talk
hard
about
modes.
Pod. Well, I it's just it's hard to find teams now. That's
Yeah,
what I don't like about hard modes. Because like okay, so you know how the drop rate is better in hard modes
yeah.
on paper, but like everyone dies because it's actually kind of difficult. So the drop rate isn't better. It turns out it's worse because you die. So that I think that's what why people don't really do hard modes.
Hmm. Just
And
don't
like
die.
it's not like you get more money from hard modes compared to normal top. Because like the kits, you get them once and just put on
Yeah.
your scythe and that's it, right?
But dude, having a saying, like the saying dust on your scythe, that
Yeah,
would
that one
be
looks dope.
that's just so hot. Like that's
Yeah, I did a lot of hard modes, and we do raids because I couldn't find teams with friends.
hmm.
That was kind of rough, but it was still fun.
Can you
Yeah,
carry me
we can
for
talk
one
about
hard
top
mode?
later. I think you were bringing up another point, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, just like long-term game health with power creep and stuff,
Oh
generally.
yeah, power creep is a scary topic. I feel
But
like everyone's just really scared of power creep just because of like if you look at RS3, like it's obvious what power creep did to the
yeah,
game. But like you're also looking from perspective to when you played last, which was like 10 years ago, and today, it's like a massive difference, 10 years of playtime. But I have confidence in the J mods, like Mod Husky and Arcane.
for
I
sure.
think both of them, like I trust whatever judgment they do.
But
So
thinking about like Torva, right? There ain't no way they're gonna release something higher than Torva in the future. But
well, who knows? They might one day. They can always
that's
do niche, like they can have a slash armor instead of a crush armor.
that's
Like they
definitely gonna
can
come
goof
out at some
around.
point, right?
Slash armor would be so good for Scythe.
So good. Maybe a little too good.
Or maybe a stab armor actually, because slash is already very relevant.
Yeah, I think Stab would probably come out before a Slash. But also, if there's a slash stab and crush bis, it's like, where are we at?
Yeah, because then that makes Torva irrelevant. You just bring the appropriate style.
Yeah. But I think the game's in a healthy spot in terms of niches. Like the defense bonuses of Torva can really be highlighted with the new content that they release. Um,
And they just have to make bosses harder to compensate.
yeah. I mean, if they can do Fasanis and Inferno, I'm pretty sure they can come up with anything.
Oh man, Inferno is great. Best content ever made. Oh, I love Inferno.
Yeah, tell me about your journey into the Inferno.
All right, so like, okay, so I like a while ago, like I spooned a Tebow. Okay, basically I spooned a Tebow on this account, and then like everyone in the CC, like everyone in the CC back then in the oh 07 Iron CC, we're all noobs.
KC,
So like
Tebow?
everyone was telling me like, "Yo, you got a Tebow, go do Inferno," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go do Inferno." But like I was really bad at the game. Okay, like when I got that Tebow.
What was your
So like
KC?
for the Tebow,
Yeah.
oh, I'd rather not say. I'm gonna get unfriended.
Sub 100?
Yeah, it was 20
Oh, you're
KC.
deleted off the list. 20? Was that before Dex?
Yeah, I got Dex at 233.
Oh my god, dude. That's
First item was Tebow, dude. And like, oh man, I have the screenshot, bro, and like you're gonna cringe if you open the screen. Like I have inventory tags, I have a malediction shard in my inventory, like, and like I have 13k points. I died twice.
my second Tebow was on a two times death raid. No, no,
It's
no, no,
always like
no,
that.
no, no. My first Tebow, sorry, my first Tebow was on a two times death raid. I
But was it a solo at least? Because
it
mine
was
was in a
this.
team raid.
Mine was a solo, and that
Dude, like,
raid
oh,
I had just changed the colors. This is when like that thing just came out, so I just changed the colors of Kodai and Tebow to red, and I died twice that raid, and I saw the
you
red,
saw the red.
and I was like, no, it's a glitch.
Oh
I
yeah, and
just
one thing I
changed
forgot
it.
to mention too, like
Yeah.
my inventory tag, I don't know why, but for some reason I put my range gear red
Oh.
and my melee gear green. And so like, oh my god, dude, it makes it just
But
wait, I
that's
can
like,
go find the screenshot if you want to show the stream. Give me a
yeah,
second. I think it's
dude.
in my
But like
wait.
back then, I thought I don't know. I like saw my setup for old like my first like 20 solo CMs. I thought I was a gamer. It's like why the fuck was I bringing certain things? It's like we just kind of
Oh my
more
god.
information shapes how our perception of like yeah
I sent you
how
the
we
screenshot.
okay.
But
I don't
like
know.
it was a fun time though. Oh, and also like the two guys that were in the raid, they had like way higher KC than me, and they both needed a Tebow. So like I full on sniped it from them, like no
Fuck.
shame.
Were you playing this account when uh Raids was out? Like did you make the account when Raids were already out?
Yeah, I made the account on Iron Man release. I just didn't get far whatsoever.
What's your playtime?
What's your playtime?
331.
331? Really?
Yeah.
I'm at 400 days.
Dude.
But I told you I wasn't efficient. Okay.
I feel like I've always just been like high level relative efficiency. You know what I mean? But not like the most efficient.
Bro, that's crazy. You have like higher
70
like
days.
it's a big dude. If like if I stop playing and let you get 70 days of playtime, like you're gonna be like fucking so ahead of me, dude.
1.1k call log.
That's great. What the fuck? You're at 330 days.
Yeah, dude.
I
I
actually hit 400 days like recently too.
haven't hit the year yet.
Jeez, but like also like when I was at school, like during COVID, like I was just AFKing while listening to a lecture.
Yeah.
So like every day I was playing like 15-hour days, but in reality I was doing schoolwork for like 10 hours
Hmm.
and getting like 10 KRC XP an hour on the side.
Yeah, I think that's like a good note for like my relationship to the game where or kind of in life in general. Like when I'm doing something, I want to do it. Whether that be like a social event or playing RuneScape or studying. I find it very difficult to multitask. Like I get very consumed by what I'm doing. And Rooney kind of fits into that as well, where it's like if I'm gonna do mining, I don't want to scare like AFK it. I will going for max, but at this point it's like I'd rather just do three tick mining if I'm trying to mine.
get it out of the
before.
way.
Yeah,
That's how I felt at the end when I was maxing.
yeah.
Like I was doing lava RC, and I like honestly I never thought I would ever do lava RC.
It's kind of fun,
I was
right?
doing lava RC.
Getting in the
I
zone.
enjoyed it in the end.
Yeah,
Like at first it was rough though, because I was misclicking it like all the time.
for sure. Yeah.
But then near the end, like I was like, I felt like getting the one tick to remake the lava runes it felt so good.
I saw your ZMI video and or like I think you were streaming
Oh,
some
the
ZMI.
Ramble.
The
It
Ramble,
wasn't
that's what it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
Ramble.
And I don't have GPU or the HD on this computer because I just play on my laptop and my client crashes every time I try to open GPU. So like you being able to zoom out so much and just click on the
It was
altar,
one click
dude,
deal.
that feels insane to me.
Yeah, it is kind of OP to be
Yeah,
honest. But like all it did, it's not like it speeds it up. It just makes it more AFK, so I was able to like watch movies and
yeah, for sure. You're a late maxer though. Congrats though. Well done for getting it out of the way.
yeah, super late maxer. Milk. Oh yeah, okay. You actually asked my question for the Inferno. I just like completely
Oh
got
yeah, yeah.
sidetracked. So yeah, so I got the T-bow, did a bit more raids, all that got rigor, and then eventually I was like, okay, I'm gonna grind Infernal Cape. But I was really bad at the game. But I still decided to send it. So I watched guides. I think I watched Exact's guide, which
Oh
is a
yeah,
really good
the
guide, by the way,
classic.
for
The
Inferno.
classic.
But actually, I recommend the guide from Devious. He does like a Tebow walkthrough, it's like a 2 hour video. He does an Inferno cape off task, and he like
Devious?
not the
Deviate,
sorry,
deviate. Yeah,
deviate.
yeah.
And he like explains what he does at the same time. So he'll say like, okay, I'm gonna move to the bat safe spot because that way like the bat won't attack me. And like just watching that just gave me so much more like understanding behind why I'm doing certain actions. Cause like the Exat's guide, he's like telling you what to do. But like I need to know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because if I don't know why I'm doing it, it's not gonna stick. I'm just gonna fuck it up. So that helped a lot.
The
But
mind of an
I did that one
engineer.
later. So I did 19 attempts and I got the triple Jads once. Died right after killing the first Jad, so that was really cool. And then I just burnt from Inferno for like 10 months straight.
Uh,
Didn't touch it. But I was still watching videos on Inferno and watching streams on Inferno because I still find it cool. And then I decided back in December, so it's almost been a year. It's actually crazy to send Inferno again. But that's after having like 600 Tobs, a bunch of Gauntlet, a
yeah,
bunch of
for
like all
sure.
boss KC, like really good at the game. Took me 3 attempts to get the cave.
Wow. That's kind of
So I
gamer
did,
level.
and the first attempt got the Zuck, died after healers. Second attempt, I died to Rave 63, and then third attempt, I got the cave.
Wow.
So it took
That's
me
very
22
impressive.
attempts in total, which is really really under average compared to
Yeah.
other people. Like I know friends have done like 80 plus attempts for the caves.
It, I did it I think similar to you, I started practicing the waves a while ago and then or like a while before I actually finally went like my final cape grind. I did it before I got my bow, just trying to like see what the
Oh,
waves were about. And then like having the time away from it, my mind kind of like subconsciously processed what was happening in it. So when I got back, and also after doing like 700 corrupted gauntlet, I felt like a better
yeah, it
gamer.
teaches you so much.
Yeah,
Gauntlet and like, oh, it's so good.
yeah. Um,
But one other good advice too is if you're trying to do Inferno, like this helped me a lot. Send an attempt with like 5 P-pots and a bunch of bombs. Get to the first blob and just flick blob until you die.
hmm.
It doesn't matter if it's 20 minutes, just flick the blob. Because if you master flicking the blob, that's the cave right there.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, but I so yeah, I my final like so I got my Tebow. I saw the red light. I was like, "There's no way that that's real. It's a joke, right? Like the game is just glitched." I clicked on it and I had like 8K points or something. Twisted bow. Um, and dude, I didn't know what to do. I screamed, called my brother, called my friend who used to play. Went for a run, and for like a week straight, I was just in this like this nebulous space of I have a Tebow. It's not real, but it is. And seeing your first like 70 hits on things,
So good.
just it was one of those items that like I'd imagined that I would never get for myself just because of my relationship with like raids and stuff. and the game and how much time it would take. And if honestly, if I didn't get a Tebow, I probably would have not kept playing the game like I do. It
Dude, that's
just
actually an interesting point. I remember a couple months ago. Okay, so you know the solitary CC?
yeah.
They have a rank plot graph, which is essentially every player in the CC gets a Excel sheet, and they plug in like all their items they have. So imagine you have from raids, you have a Tebow, you have this. From
Seems
Basanis, you have this.
boring as shit to put in all your stuff.
I mean, you do it once, and then you just update it every time you get a unique,
Yeah, that's true.
which is pretty chill. But what's interesting is they also calculate how many EHP you have, if it
Hmm.
efficient hours boss, so EHB,
Yeah.
and they also calculate how many points you have in terms of items. So like a T-bow is worth 87 points because it takes 87 hours to get efficiently.
Ooh,
But and
600
they
Winter Todd Casey. Sorry. Go on.
561. So then what they do is they have a rank plot graph which takes everyone in the CC and plots them on an axis from efficient hours boss to item points,
Hmm.
which
You
is
can see
cool,
the
right?
ratio. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see like if you're above average or under average. But what's interesting is if you look at that rank plot, you're gonna notice that a majority of the players are spooned.
Hmm.
They have like 1200 efficient hours boss, but they have 1800 points. They got lucky. And I think the reason for that is if you get spooned the Tebow early on, you're more likely to keep playing because the game is just like less grindy, more enjoyable.
100%.
It,
Dude,
so like there's a literally a correlation there, the spooning a Tebow and playing longer.
like the game is more fun with the Tebow, and also when you don't have a Tebow, you know that the Tebow exists. At least this is how it was for me, and similar to why I stopped playing my main. You know that this content exists, and you're not able to do it simply because you're gated by not having this item or being forced to do a certain type of content, and things are just less fun. It's like the existence of a Tebow, like causes like that mental shift, I guess. And then once you have it, you stop worrying about it. You like can actually
Just have
play the
fun.
game. Yeah. Similar to kind of
Yeah.
maxing, right? Like when you don't have max tape, at least for me, it was like, I guess I can't really do anything besides skill, even if I want to, because this thing exists. Um,
Yeah, it's always like in the back of your mind, like, oh, I want to chill, but like I should do rune crafting because I want to
yeah.
max. But now the feeling is just gone. Like I don't care. Like, bro, like Tuesday I was working from home. No, Monday I was working from home, and I was like, what do I do? Like, usually I would do rune crafting, but like I'm 99, so I'm like, oh, I'll go kill Earth Warriors. So I AFK'd Earth Warriors, and then I was talking to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm AFKing Earth Warriors, and he just question marks me like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
See,
Like,
this is why you need to only talk to degens like me.
and I'm trying to explain to him how it's like, it's AFK and it's a collection log slot, and it gives you a cool cape.
Yeah.
And he just like he does not agree.
Well,
Like he's like, no, it's stupid.
the space of skilling, which was usually filled by like skilling towards max, is now literally whatever you want to do, whatever goal you set your mind to.
Yeah,
And
whatever you feel like doing, you just send it.
yeah,
No strings attached.
Champions Cape, Max Cape one.
One day that'll
Dude,
definitely motivate me to grind it faster.
oh, it'll motivate so many people
Oh,
to
what
do
that
it.
means all the spots are gonna be packed.
You gotta do it now.
Oh, you have the cape, you don't care. You're just waiting. But I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna AFK instead of using cannonballs for most of them.
I used 60k cannonballs and I was spoon, dude. So yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. I only have 14K in the bank.
For me, like I mean, I was grinding. I got my court pet because I was grinding a cannonball drop to go back to Obor, right? So like cannonballs is a good motivation for me to do corp. So I'm like fine being a little bit low, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
that's
1 in
true.
30 for 2k, and then 2k will last like 20 tasks of Slayer, which is a pretty decent amount of time. So it's like a nice balance.
Dude, one thing too that like kind of got me off like from surprise was like I was talking to some guy in the O7 Discord, and he like I don't know him, but was a high level iron, and he was saying how like Corp is like 1/6 the same speed as getting cannonballs yourself. And I was thinking, I was like, really only one, like I thought it would be like way worse
Yeah.
because obviously you're killing Corp. But like
No,
if you consider how long it takes you to actually make cannonballs, like
cannonballs are
it's shit.
slow as fuck, dude. Like,
It's like 1/7 the speed. Like
yeah,
what? And you're
literally
killing Corp.
AFKing all day, you get like 3k cannonballs. You know?
Well, I
Or
made
you,
like 14,000 in a day, but I had the steel bars bank, which
Yeah.
was the big part.
Yeah, it's like the only way you get steel bars now is from drops because there ain't no way you're gonna make steel bars like gargoyle
Blasphemous.
drops.
That's kind of
Oh,
that's oof.
last thing I wanted to say about my Inferno grind. I got the T-bow at like 206 KC, right? And I was like, all right, I guess this is it. I literally have no other excuses now. I just have to go do it. So I got up um, every day at 5 in the morning before work for a week straight and sent an Inferno run, and I got it on my fifth day. So at
Five
this point,
attempts?
I think I'd probably done like 20 in my full time. Um,
Jeez.
but at this point, I was like doing solo raids and stuff like that. You know, I was like pretty aware of the
Yeah,
game.
the skill gap was the
Yeah,
skill. Your skill set was high, so that
yeah.
definitely helped.
And then yeah, every morning at 5 a.m. I would send a run. On my fifth day, I got the Inferno cape, and I wasn't like I was very happy. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't like blown away. I was kind of just like, all right, that was like I was like, yes, let's fucking go. But then I just kind of went back to normal life. Whereas with the T-bow, it was like everything
Yeah, it
has
was
changed.
really.
I think
Yeah, Tebow was
Infernal,
definitely bigger.
yeah, Infernal for me was more like, okay, you know you're good at the game in some capacity. This is just kind of proving it, and this is validating your ego more so than anything else. Um, and especially in Olympus when like it's not even efficient to get an Inferno cape
Oh,
because
that's so
even if you're going
funny,
for
dude.
200 mil,
Don't even get me started on the sufficiency thing, bro. Like they're like okay, I don't want to talk shit about Olympus. Like obviously, like some people in there are fucking beasts. Like I'm not gonna like
Trisk is
try to like refute that.
yeah.
But like their question section in their Discord is so funny, man. I just it's content. Like the guy's like, should I finish Dragon Slayer 2? He's like, no, wait till 95 Slayer. I'm just like, bro, just do what you want, man.
Yeah.
What the
It's like,
fuck?
my say or my thing for that is like it takes people being at such an extreme to normalize other people being at further extremes, but not quite that extremity. So like in a similar sense of Exact and Wooks being the Uber gamers of PVM, it takes the top end Ironman skillers in Olympus or top ends like top page skillers to normalize like those types of things for other people to like do them themselves and find their way of happiness within that like very extreme realm. So I'm very
Yeah, I mean,
grateful
they just
for.
have a different mindset to
They're just
me.
built different.
Yeah, that's it. Like, but I just feel like I feel bad for those Ironmans asking question there, like, and then like it's not that they're getting like misinformed. It's just like their playstyle is probably not the
Yeah,
same.
I remember listening to the Hexus podcasts way back in the day, and I was like an 1800 total iron, and like back then 1800 total iron was like top 600 or something or top
Really?
500. So like I mean like I was kind of ahead of my time, always kind of a gamer. I think my top rank was top 400. Um, I don't quite remember when, but then I took like a while break. I reached the point of mid game, like mid late game iron when you're doing your Abyssal Sire, your Serb, your like Zulra. This was just like your cycle. You're constantly low on supplies, and I went
You're constantly grinding.
you're constantly grinding, like, and these things when you don't have max gear are so tedious and like pretty demanding. And especially when you haven't done things like raids, when you don't know like relatively how good skill wise you are, it's like pretty exhausting. I burnt out of the game a little bit, also doing like God Wars dungeon, going 1300 dry for my armor chest, um, 30k chins caught for nothing. uh, like I burnt out from the game for a little bit and then came back and I've never gotten quite back to where I was rank wise. Um, but I think my new time will shine with collection log. You said I could be top
Collection log
page.
high scores,
I
dude.
don't think
You
so,
can
dude.
definitely do it. Like,
Maybe top 100, but I just don't want to like overhype myself, you know?
well, I mean, right now, like, there's not a lot of irons that are actually doing collection log.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Like,
get ahead of the
like
game.
I told Pharaoh I'm doing Earth Wars, and he like massive question mark me. Like, he's
Yeah,
not going for collection log. So like, but he's still a really gamer Iron Man, right?
yeah.
So like, people are gonna excel in boss cases, and you're just gonna excel in collection log by a lot.
Like I wanted to be when you look up someone, you can also see their collection log count on the like RuneLight stuff.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Dude, I'll feel like
Oh,
such a gamer. I feel like right now I look like a skiller that does PVM or like a PVMer that skills, and I want
Now,
to.
once you get your top high scores, you'll look like a PVMer.
Thanks, dude.
That's
There's
the important one.
top.
That's how I judge people, dude, when I look them up. I'm like, no
Really?
top, shaking my head. I'm just kidding.
I
That
actually
was
got
so
pretty hurt for a
elitist.
second. I don't know. I look at some people and
Uh,
I see like high top KC and then like I don't even care and I look at everything else just because I don't have high top KC. It's like because I'm kind of a plebeian in that realm. I and I take my worth from other things.
Wait,
Like
it's
my
like apparently I heard a story from the rank one Inferno guy. When they may open up the high scores, apparently the man just does off task just capes
why?
just for KC because he's rank one, and
What's
I
it?
think
What?
he's rank one by a lot. Wait, let me check.
Yeah, what's his KC?
He's 666 KC.
Disgusting.
Dude, rank two is 266. He's 400 KC ahead of rank
Holy fuck. And he's probably so he just does these off tasks and probably isn't. Do you think he'd be good enough
I
to
don't think he
do
does speeds. I think he just does them
speeds?
casually, like to enjoy it. And
Yeah,
actually, I remember him too because he does Tom. Remember in 416, like he was flexing his Inferno Casey, and I was just like, okay,
yeah. I respect that, like finding your way to have fun in the game and
and being rank one, dude, that's
being rank one.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
But bro, that's like, it's not even like let's just say you do 2 hour caves, which is like very reasonable in
1,200
terms of like
hours.
yeah, 1200 hours. Like it's not
I mean
like
that's
I probably have that much time in Tob alone.
I mean that's if you
So,
never
like,
die and
and the
you're all
supplies are
you're
like
also
oof,
like you're yeah, that's a lot of supply
and no
cost,
GP profit
no
either.
GP profit. Like that is
But 600 capes in the bank.
and you're
It's so
doing
funny.
you're not even like I don't know, if you're doing Justy capes, you're not even like I don't know, the skill component I think is taken down a little bit.
Yeah, but
Um
like if you're gonna do 600 Infernos, you're not gonna speedrun all 600 of them.
yeah.
Like that's,
But like
I mean,
to
maybe if you're like some sort of a mental gamer, but like I won't be able to do that.
what's your fire making XP per hour by the way?
275,000. Am I bad?
360k.
Oh my god! See, that's why I have 400 days play. But hey, I made 4,000 headless arrows
I've made 2,000.
because I was making headless arrows when you were doing your burning
Yeah.
logs. Okay, so damn, I'm really I'm not efficient, dude. Doing like 0.60 HP or something.
I think EHP is like 400k.
Really? Fuck.
Well, because you also get passive with
Oh
like
yeah, you get wood cutting and you get
I think
fletching
like
is not worth that much. But
flesh.
construction,
I was thinking, or I was talking to John 10. Rank one construction or top page construction and smithing is 38 mil. And I think
really,
yeah, I could probably drop
smithing is
just
very doable.
a few hundred mil cash or like a couple hundred mil cash and get there.
Because smithing is fast too if you buy the gold ore.
UIM method.
Yeah, you're that's like 100 hours.
Yeah,
Well, for you, it's probably like 80 hours because you have good XP already. 80 hours for a top page skill.
but do I want to drop
Or
two?
you can just be like a PVN gamer and do 534, the ranged archaeologist, and be top page like me.
So what was the motivation for that? Like literally just top page.
No, it was a solidary bingo. They had a
Hmm.
tile to get like a back-to-back small fossils, which I think is like a 1 in 912
Hmm.
chance. So I did that for like a day.
Why was that a bingo thing?
Well, they're bingo tiles because people like, okay, so you know how, actually, we can talk about bingos because I've
Yeah.
done a lot of them and created some too. And I'm going to create one too for next weekend, which if you want to sign up, by the way, you can join the Discord. You should put the Discord in the
Yeah,
description.
I will. I personally signed up.
So, and me too. But I won't be captaining because I'm working on Friday, so I won't be able to do the draft. But so essentially, like for bingos, what's difficult is everyone's different, right? Like a bingo in RCC here, as opposed to solitary, is like way it's like two different worlds.
Hmm.
Because the average player in RCC is gonna play like a couple hours a day, but the average player in solitary is gonna play like 12, 15 hour days
15
and
hour days.
efficiently too.
Yeah.
So their boards, they have to bulk it up to compensate. So they have to make their boards like there was one tile from KQ. It was to get 10 battle axes and a restore drop, which is like 1 in 960. But that's like 30 hours of KQ as a tile.
Wait, what do you
Wow,
mean
that's
10 battle
crazy.
axes?
10 battle staffs, sorry.
Oh, I
10
see, I
noted
see.
battle staffs and a
Yeah.
restore drop. So you have to roll the battle staff table and also the restore table at the same time.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. What is when you create bingo for like the more casual Iron gamers? What are your intentions behind it?
Okay, so because also the other problem with RCC is that like in solitary, everyone's endgame iron, so
Yeah.
it's very easy. You can pick tiles anything you want. But in RCC, if I put tiles like Tob, I'm gating like 1/10 of the like a 9/10 of the CC can't do that tile.
Hmm.
There's only a handful of people that can Tob. So what I need to do is I need to have the top tiles be easier and then bulk up the lower level content like barrows and make barrows harder and make Kraken harder or make winter top harder.
Hmm.
So like the tiles might seem shitty to us, maybe not to us because we're DJs, but like to an average like end game iron might seem bad, but at least everyone's able to participate. And I also assume that the average player in RCC is going to play 40 hours in 9 days,
Hmm.
and that's how I build my boards.
40
And that
hours in nine
assumption has
days.
worked.
That's not bad
Yeah,
at
which
all.
is very like it's like if you're casual, that's like above average in my
Yeah.
opinion.
But I mean, it's bingo. It's like it's expectation that you're above average.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be gaming too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you participate in the race comp, but dude,
No.
that one was so much fun. Did I show you that competition?
No.
Here, I'll open it up. You can show it on screen. I was gonna say on stream, but we're not streaming.
Dude, I'm getting kind of nervous that like I really hope our audio is being picked up.
Oh yeah, you
I'm like 90% sure it is, but you know, there's this in the back of my mind.
well, if our audio is not getting picked up, that's gonna be we'll figure it out if we
We'll
get
figure it
told.
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, let me open up the race competition and I can show it to you. Here it is. Let me know when you have it opened up. Oh wait, I didn't copy paste it.
I don't have the settings right now
Oh, to show
for
your screen.
show the screen, so but I'll post editing, I'll add it in.
I bet. Oh yeah, because you actually edit your videos, unlike me.
Yeah. But I just have to find the timestamps, and I forgot the timestamp of the twisted bow drop, but we'll find it.
I can help you for that. Actually, you can just look at the time I posted the clip in your Discord and then extrapolate from there.
True.
So you see it was 3:56, 3:31. So 25 minutes before this clip.
All right. Engineering at work right there.
But yeah, so if you look at the board, like so the way it worked is we had 70 signups by the way, which is crazy for RCC. It was the most popular event we ever had. And the way it worked is it was a race between two teams, Team Red and Team Blue. Do you have the board? I'm assuming you have the board
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
And so what you had to do is you had to complete the first level. Once you completed the first level, you can move on to the nether level. But what was cool is that the levels were hidden in advance. So at the start of the event, everyone saw level one, which is any barrels set, but no one knew what was after. But once a team unlocked level two, everyone saw what level two was. So you can't do the tile in advance, but you can prepare
You
for
can
it.
prepare, yeah.
So for example, you see like level six, there was I'm gonna butcher it, Merfolk
More
Trident.
folk, yeah, I have that. The collection lockdown.
So so we were at that level before the other team, but the other team they were stuck on I think it was like a really shit grinds. Like they were doing Tob and Malediction Shield and all that.
Hmm.
So one player said, "Fuck those grinds. I'm gonna do the Trident in advance." So he banked the pearls,
Oh,
and then when they unlocked level six, boom, he knocked out the Trident instantly.
yeah.
But that gave them a massive advantage compared to us, so they were able to catch up. But it was so much fun because the competition started, and like everyone's like, "What's the first tile?" And I'm like, "You'll see." And then I send the sheet, and then I see everyone start giving for barrels. And we're like 25 people in barrels, like in the main world
Yeah.
doing barrels. And the CC's just because every like 3 minutes someone gets an item, right? Because we're so many people.
Dude, I want to compete in more like bingos races like that because I don't know, I also feel like I would do well. I would be a strong team member and I want to
Oh yeah, I would definitely draft you.
yeah.
But like,
Especially,
what's cool too is that about this CC is that like usually you draft people just from time played. Like even a lower level iron that's gonna be playing like 6 hours a day is a lot better than someone like me playing an hour a day. There's only so much you can do in an hour, right?
I mean, have you seen how some people spend their time? I mean, you have 400 days played, so
When I degen, dude, this competition I played like I think I played 25 hours over a weekend,
jeez.
including Friday.
Oh,
Like
that's not bad.
it was crazy. Like oh my
25
god,
hours
I
in 3 days?
degen. Yeah, and like I woke up at like okay, so it was pretty funny. Like the first night on Friday night, we got to the Tome of Fire tile, and that tile was a brick wall, dude. Like we were like I did not expect that tile to be that difficult. So I woke up at like 5 in the morning. I opened up my phone and I saw that my team was still at the Wintertop tile, and I was like, "Fuck that!" I just went back to
Getting back to bed. Save yourself for the more like gamer stuff.
bed. And I woke up at 8 a.m. and they finished the tile, and I was like, "Yeah, time to do DQs."
Um, I think like let's uh let's get back to like goal related content for us, just in terms of the
Oh, let's
um
talk about Top then.
yeah.
So you okay? So first, let's talk about you. What's your top progression, and what's your like opinion and thoughts on top?
Yeah, so um currently 48 KC Tob. I need to get 150 for the master combat achievements. I think right now I'm just gonna keep passively doing Tob on the way to 150. And then at that point, depending on what purples I'll have a conversation with myself, checking in, being like, okay, do I want to continue doing Tob or do I want to invest this raids time into something else, i.e., probably like solo chambers, or most likely it'll be out like next raids 3 type stuff. Um,
So like, what items would you need to have to quit Top at 150 KC?
Honestly, only a Vernic.
Really,
Uh,
only a verdict? That's all you want?
I would love a Sang for
Oh, Sang
solo.
for solos is busted, dude.
Yeah. But like I can do solos without. It just takes a little bit more time. It's not like it is game changing in some capacity, but not like might
Where it
not
takes a lot more
mentality
skill.
altering.
Like you
Yeah.
can't make many mistakes. Like a Sang, I think it buys you like 2 or 3 brews in the solo CM.
Yeah, I think like it would just be very nice, but it's not like I wouldn't do things I would do things a little bit differently, but not too differently, you know? I think Scythe would change the game for me, but I can't expect a Scythe by 150 by any means. Um, Scythe, I see in a similar vein as the Tebow, where it's like I could just never get this on my account, and I'd probably be okay with that as much as I'd want it. Um, a Vernic at this point just feels like something that I should have had.
Yeah, it's used
Relative,
everywhere. It's a
yeah, it's used
must.
everywhere. When I do bossing now, I just feel inefficient that I don't have an Avernic, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. So honestly, only a Vernic. Um, because at that point, yeah, also it'll be like next in raids 3. I want to do that content. And at some point I'll come back to Tob, but I do enjoy solo content more just in terms of like accessibility to it. Like if I want to wake up in the morning and just go do some solo chambers or something along those lines, it's more my style. But I do really enjoy the social aspect of it. It's something that I have never like really been a part of in RuneScape, and like I'm growing more fond of it as time goes on, I guess. So I could see my relationship with it changing once I'm there.
So
Um,
do you like prefer to do Tob in voice chat or just like with friends or just with friends, no voice chat?
I I think a time and place for both. Like if I'm like sometimes I really just don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just tired, exhausted, like emotionally from work or something. I'd rather just I want to do Tob because I got to get out of the way. It's one of those grinds, but don't want to be in voice chat all the time. Um, but sometimes I love just people being drunk as shit, me being like pretty off the rocker and doing some Tob.
And there's
Uh,
like literally like 8 people in the Discord right now for 07 Iron.
are they all Tobbing? We got to join after.
I think oh, I think Pharaoh's doing Tob on the UIM.
Oh, Pharaoh, see you I am as well.
Yeah, his UIM has a site.
Oh my God.
First item, dude.
Dude, I couldn't imagine like spending that much time on another account. You know what I
Bro, I
mean?
don't know
Like,
how he did it, dude. Like honestly, his UIM came out of nowhere. Like we were both kind of like pacing each other in terms of PVMing. And then out of the blue, he's like, "Yo, like I've been working on this iron, and I've just finished Song of the Elves. I need your help." No, he was doing Song of the Elves, and he needed my help for the boss because he was like a level 60 UIM. So he needed me to carry him to bloat, and so he can buy brews and restores.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Does he have
Okay,
a 7
sorry.
on this iron?
He has two on the iron. He's
Okay.
spoon top, bro. Like he every time he tells me I'm a spoon, I'm just like, hey, go look at your
Yeah.
top.
I mean, I'm really happy I grinded out the pre-raid stuff, and like that was a grind for my account, and then I just spoon Cox, and like the hours I think play into my favor, but because it was such a hard grind getting like that out of that mid late game tier, um, it feels like I put in my time to get lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that you because like in the end, RNG, you're gonna get lucky somewhere and unlucky somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah,
But the important thing is that you get unlucky on easy grinds and lucky on hard grinds.
yeah. Getting the corp
That's kind
pet.
of what it is. Like that's crazy corp pet, man.
Yeah.
That's really big for all pets.
Now I just gotta get Bloodhound.
Oh, dude,
I
don't get me started.
I think the
Bloodhound.
trifecta of pets is a Raid's transmog pet or Fasani's transmog pet, um, a Corp or Bloodhound just because of hours, and then there was one other. Oh,
I
and then
thought it
like a
was
and then
pet.
Penance Queen.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, that one is actually pretty impressive.
For me, that's a trifecta. Like if you get Penance Queen, either of the raids or Fasani's transmog, and then either Bloodhound or Corp, you're done with your pet grind.
I don't think Fasani's is as impressive though. The Fasani's pet, I find
Well, I
like
just
the
think it's
raids
like,
better.
what's the time? Isn't it similar time for like getting a pet from Nightmare or raids?
Oh, it might actually be similar. I mean, I got a nightmare pet, but I guess I spooned it, so maybe that's why I don't see it that way.
Yeah, I got a Fasani's egg like 6 KC.
Oh, we should combine, dude.
If
You give me
only.
the egg. Okay.
Yo, group Iron Man series when?
No, no, I don't want to. Don't get me started on Group
Absolutely
Iron,
not.
no.
Dude, I'm just waiting for people to burn out. Like I thought I was gonna really enjoy the content, but it's like basically people just playing the game. You know
Well,
what I
it
mean?
has like a niche. Like, imagine you're playing a main, you've been thinking about Iron Man for a while,
Yeah,
but you
that's
just
true.
never pull the trigger, and then Group Iron Man comes out. That's perfect for you. Like,
But
you're
I can't
set.
see me relying on other people in that way.
Yeah, I
You
would
know?
burn out from the account and just feel
Yeah.
bad. That's why I didn't play it. I got asked by a couple of people to play, and like I just didn't. I feel like it would suck if like I'm the first one to burn out because I would feel bad, but it would also suck if I'm like not the first one to burn out because then I would like kind
Burn
of
out
be mad
after
that I
you.
lost a teammate, right?
Yeah. And it's like I know the hours I could spend, and if my team's not putting up the same hours, like
Yeah, then you
do I
get
wanna
frustrated.
yeah. And the only people I would want to do it with are like my brother and friend that played Rooney back in the day, you know? But I know
Like
that
in
they'd
real
probably
life
just burn
friends.
out after a little bit, and I would be just have Barrow's gloves, and they would be like, I don't know, like Motherload mine to 50 mining. But yeah, so Tom, like, I just kind of want to get to 150 KC and then reevaluate where I'm at. Um, I'm excited to get 50 KC, and then I'm gonna knock out, I think, the 10 Jads for master tasks, and
I'm not
then
10
I'm gonna,
Jads yet.
dude, I got my Jad pet 2 KC or 3 KC.
Ah, that's why.
It's my first pet. I was squealing. I was a little
What's your
bit but
Jad KC now?
8.
Okay, so you're close. You're like an
Yeah,
hour away.
like I yeah, back in the day, I was kind of butthurt because Jad was really good Slayer experience, and I liked doing Jad on task. And then once I got the pet, I just lost the motivation to do it. And this was like when I was like 1500 total iron. So I wish I had more Jad way back when and didn't spoon the pet, but now it's like I'm really happy I have the pet, obviously.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool pet too, especially with the
With
transmog
the
you have.
transmog, oh
A really
yeah.
big flex because it shows like Inferno K plus 6 Jads completion.
Yeah, what do you think about six Jads? The five Jads into six seems like such a barrier to me.
Dude, so you're gonna be very disappointed, but I haven't done 6 Jads yet.
Like ever? Like have you tried or
I got the 5 Jads, died a lot, and I just said, "Fuck this! I'm gonna come back when I get the Jad pet."
yeah. The only reason I did is because I had Jad pet. I'll be honest.
And like I don't know why it just didn't click in my head like the because the pattern is really weird.
Yeah,
It's like
the
there's like
fives was I think I spent more time on fives than I did sixes. Sixes still did still take a bit of time.
because it's
Um,
consistent, it's. But yeah, I just couldn't understand the pattern, and I just said, can't be asked.
yeah. But I mean, combat achievements forcing you to level up your gamer abilities to
Yeah,
yeah,
I did all the challenges for masters and the Jads, but that did not include 6 Jads, thankfully. So I
yeah.
didn't have to do it.
Yeah, well, I wish they included six Jazz and Masters and then the five, six as Grandmasters. I think that'd be
Yeah, 6 Jads should have been on the master list, but it's okay. I mean, then again, like there's some tasks that are grandmasters that should not, like the Black Salamander Armor kill.
yeah. Or the
That one is
Vorkath,
not a grandmaster.
like
The Vorkath
Darby's
time.
prayer.
Oh yeah, that one is a grandmaster.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I saw Tasty's video.
Well, that one does not, because you don't even have to pray. You just like you don't even have to like flick prayers. You just
Yeah,
bring a anti-fire shield and sip the potion. Just
yeah.
no prayer.
I was thinking of doing it with an ACB because I don't have DHCB. But then
Do you have a Visi? A Visage?
yeah, I have Skeletal Visi.
Just do it with Lance and that. Or Lance and anti-fire shield. It'll be okay.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Range just seems more chill.
Yeah, it's more chill, but it is definitely more chill.
Yeah,
But it's
do you have any more topics that you want to go over?
yeah, I got we can talk about bank space increase and cheat
Oh,
coins.
yes, yes.
So let's
Let's start
start
with
about bank space increase because we did talk about it before you started
yeah.
recording.
Do you want to start?
You just disappear. I don't see you.
I went to the other side because the pyro dude
Oh,
died.
the dude died.
Yeah.
But yeah, for bank space, like I think I'm gonna buy up to 1,000 bank space if it's with GP. But if they allow you to use Death Coffer, I'm gonna buy it all,
Yeah.
100%.
They said you could manipulate the desk coffer in a way that they wouldn't want to use it. But how can you
Yeah.
manipulate desk coffer?
Well, not as an iron, it's obviously not. It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
But as a main, what you would do is you would buy like a lot of a specific item that's really random. So like recently it happened with Curie Leaves. Like Curie Leaves, like I was in the CC chilling and some dude's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? My Curie Leaf is worth 11K." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, I see.
And I
And
checked like the price and it was actually worth like 12K for a Curie Leaf. And I was like,
someone just bought a
why is a
shitload of them. Demand seemingly increased a bunch when supply was down because no one fucking sells curry
Yeah.
leaves. And yeah, I see.
And in reality, they're like 40 GP each. But if you buy out the entire market and like sell it to yourself for like 100K each,
Yeah,
you can manipulate the market so that your Q release on the GE is worth a lot.
yeah,
And then
that's
you
fair.
just dump it in the devs conf.
Yeah, I think for me, similarly, I'll buy 1K like immediately, but and then it would be a goal of mine to be able to get the rest.
Yeah, that would be a crazy flex.
Dude, like, and it's kind of in line with my goals with the account, like being kind of completionist more so than anything else. Um, I don't know, that just seems like something that is in line with my goals, and if I'm going to spend a lot of time playing the game, why not add that to the list? I'm very happy they're doing it because after they gave us the storage for clue items, like that was a like 150 plus bank spaces cleared.
That was so needed, dude.
Yeah. But now we're finally back at the point where it's like, well, my bank is full again. And so it's coming at a needed time as well now. I'm happy they're doing it. Finally getting over the engine work barrier.
Yeah, it was about time, and I'm also kind of happy how they're doing it too. Like I think it's like they're not like forcing you to get it, and they're making it so you can still get bank space for cheap. Like
Yeah, yeah,
even if you're a mid level iron, you can still get like 80 bank space for like 1 mil,
yeah. They're
which is
doing the
very
40.
reasonable.
They're changing the authenticator and pin to 40 instead of 8, so that already just is massive boost.
Yeah, you get extra. Just even if you do nothing, you still get extra bank
Yeah,
space. So yeah, I really like that update. I have no complaints.
yeah. Ooh, another thing. In terms of completionist, are you trying to do? Are you gonna play leagues?
I want to play leagues, but I want to play on another account so I can AFK on the iron. But I don't
I
know if that's like a good idea.
I want to get the relic unlock for an emotes to finish all emotes, and I want to get the twisted house blueprints. I want to get the new cannon blueprint, like the cannon transmog,
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
I also want to get the fucking new void transmog. They're coming out with
But then
so
that means
much
you
stuff.
can't play on the iron while doing leagues. You'd
I
have
know,
to
but it's
like
also like in my mind, I'm still debating it, right? Because I got my Tebow when the last league was out, and it's like if I didn't play, I wouldn't have gotten my Tebow. But at this point, it's still progressing my account in some type of way that I feel
yeah, it's
more
just like.
okay with it.
But imagine if they added that on the collection log, dude.
Oh my God,
Oh, that would hurt.
that would hurt. But I got to do it now then.
I mean, maybe I'll do it on the iron too. I feel like because I don't want to play two accounts as well.
Yeah,
That looks very unpleasant.
I'm on the small laptop screen. I just can't play on two accounts.
We'll have to discuss later on when the lease gets closer.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Um,
will send it on the iron.
but tell me your thoughts on cheat clients.
Okay, so I wouldn't say I have experience with Gigalites because I've never used them, but I have seen them in action from like a Discord stream where like a buddy of mine would just show me his screen and like, bro, he showed me like Guitar Hero Jads, and I was like, what the hell, dude? This is a joke.
How
Have
does
you
it?
ever seen that cheat client?
No.
It's like he's doing 6 Jads and he has his prayer book open. You ever play a Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
You know how
Oh,
like
it like falls
the
down onto
yeah, it
the.
falls down, but it would
Dude,
fall down mage range, and it
that's
will tell you when to click too. So all you would do is just look at your prayer and then just like flick as if you're playing Guitar Hero with 2 buttons,
wow.
which is easy as fuck.
That that that's sad. Like I was quite proud of my achievement of doing 6 jads, and that makes it feel like it's invalidated in some way. Similar
Yeah,
concept to
but like
services.
yeah, I mean services is actually that's another topic we can get
Yeah.
into as well because I have learned a lot from that too because I have then again I have friends using services and they've shown me prices, they've shown me okay, there's also venues too that we can talk about. We'll get to that after. Okay, let me just make a note to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to it. Yeah, make notes. So yeah, so for okay, so that's the cheat client for Guitar Hero, and then there's also cheat clients for Chambers and Tob, which are really good. Okay, so I'll give you an example. So I wasn't in the raid, but there was a guy that was in the CC and he wanted to learn Chambers, and one of my buddies, his name is Guns Up, he offered to
Hmm.
teach him Chambers. He's like, I'll teach you Chambers, and he's like a he's not high KC, but he's really knowledgeable for raids.
I have guns up on my friends list.
Yeah, we've talked with him before, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
a couple times. And he's like, I'll offer to teach. And he goes in a trio raid with them, and he starts explaining them like they go into Ohm, and he's like explaining to the guy like for Ohm when you're running, you want to go left to right, and the guy was just like right away doing it. And Guns was like, "Yo, holy shit! Like this
Yeah,
guy's
you're a gamer.
like you're a fast learner, you know?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, my client tells me where to go." He's like,
Oh,
"What?" And then he shares his screen, and I was in the Discord and I was watching, and his client was literally like marking the side of Ohm to run to, like what to pray on when the orbs were shooting. And it's Ohm, like
yeah.
it's easy. Let's be honest, like it's pretty easy. But when you're learning Ohm, like that's fucking massive.
Yeah, dude,
Like the
that's
barrier to entry is nothing now because he doesn't even need someone in voice. He just clicks on colors.
it's honestly a little bit like you're before you've ever even stepped into the content, you already have a client to do it. I don't know, that feels very like not okay, not chill, I guess.
That's it's chambers. So like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. But now let's talk about Top. For Top, they go crazy on Top because people speedrun Top and take it very seriously and it's consistent raids, right?
Hmm.
So for Top, like for example on Nilo, if you're wearing a trident, all the crabs that are not mage are unattackable. The attack option is just disappear.
It just you can click through them,
Yeah,
like
you click
how,
through, you walk under, like you walk
dude,
on them.
that's disgusting.
So imagine you're ranging Nilo, you can literally just fucking click anywhere you want. You're never
Yeah.
gonna miss them. So for normal Top, whatever, you're gonna like not lose ticks. Good for you. But for hard mode Top, if you attack the wrong crab, it ricochets damage back to you, which is a
Oh,
mechanic that's meant to punish you, right?
yeah,
But
I
that
like that.
like but that doesn't matter if you're using a cheat client because you're not
Yeah.
gonna misclick.
I mean, for something like telling you where to click and prayers, um, I guess that could be more, I don't know, more okay than something that is directly in opposition to a mechanic in the game that is there to be punishing. You know,
I mean,
like,
we like it's difficult to draw a line because
yeah,
is Guitar
definitely.
Hero Jad's acceptable because it's only an overlay, right?
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that one's way worse than the Nilo one. And like that also what happens with this clients is the barrier to entry for the content is extremely low because you can be like a really bad PVMer and learn Tob a lot faster with this client and not be as punished as hard.
Hmm.
So what happens is you have a lot of like new players that are getting into hard content, which is a good thing, right? You have more people doing content, but that also lowers prices because there's more people doing the content, getting items. So like that's why prices are dropping, right? That's one of the
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the main reason, but it's a reason.
But I mean, prices. I haven't
Yeah,
looked at
prices I
prices.
like as long as the alg value stays the same, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it. Like my opinion on cheat clients is like I don't really care if you want to use them or not. But like don't come up to me and start flexing that you've done
Yeah.
Inferno or done six Jads with like the Guitar Hero plugin. Like I'll be like, okay.
I think for me, it is a bit more. I think because like my ego is pretty fragile generally in life, and I very much value my work ethic and the integrity involved in like how I live my life. And like because RuneScape is this very core component of my life, it feels um I don't know, it feels like a jab, maybe when I shouldn't take it as such, but just because RuneScape is so integral to my life, it feels like a personal like, come on guys, really? Um for like cheat clients and stuff like that. But also it doesn't affect me, so I really shouldn't care. But it's just like one of those personal like, damn, that kind of just hurts things, you know?
But yeah, but also another thing that's sad about cheat clients, like so for the combat achievement Grandmaster times for Tom,
Hmm.
like for hard mode Tob, they're hard, but it's not like you can still do it without using cheat clients. But for normal Tob, if you don't use a cheat client, it's crazy difficult.
Really?
Really, because
Damn.
it's like for example, like for Nilo, it's not a big deal. Like it won't if you play well, you won't save that much time. But for Soda Seg, it tells you the maze in advance, the whole
Yeah.
path. So you
So
start the
you're
maze,
saving so
right away
much
you
time.
send it.
Yeah,
You're literally
that's true.
saving like 10 or 15 seconds just from that.
Yeah, on
And then on
each
top of that,
maze.
yeah, and on well, maybe not like for us, yeah, because we're slow, but for speedrunning, like you're maybe saving 10 seconds for the whole raid on
Yeah,
Soda Seg.
which is crazy.
But on
10
top of
seconds.
that, there's something else called Socket, which what it does is it like combines people's rune lights together in one. So if
Oh,
I'm
so it
attacking a
shares the.
yeah, it shares their information.
Hmm.
Like not like privacy wise, but like imagine if I'm attacking like, imagine we're doing Nilo and you're ranging and you blow up a crab and you get 32 range XP drop, which means you killed the crab, right? Because it
Yeah.
has 8 HP. Well, your crab's gonna instantly disappear. But since we're on socket, the crab on my screen is gonna disappear for the as well.
Hmm.
So I know it died, so I don't have to attack it again to kill it, right? So I don't
Yeah.
lose ticks on that regard. Which
So
all these small things, like you might be like when we were raiding together, like we don't care, like whatever.
yeah.
But like when you're trying to go for a 15-minute, like 14 minutes, 15 seconds 5-man time, Like, dude, that like 20 seconds is massive.
So let's not diving into how to get like I don't want to publicize how people get access to these clients or whatever, just because, yeah. Um, but do people pay for these clients or are they just free, like open source people can
I'm
get
not
them?
sure. I know you can get them for free, but I'm maybe you can buy specific ones too.
Yeah.
But there you are able to get them for free. But I don't know about paying. If you're paying for a cheat client, it feels like you're just buying a bot at that point.
Yeah, that was gonna be my like if you're paying for
It's
it,
kind of weird.
it's there's something going on there.
Something's fishy. Like
Yeah.
because even cheat clients, like I have another buddy that he is really into cheat clients, and
Hmm.
he was telling me that even people that make cheat clients, they have limits.
As in like Jagex can track them or like
No, like they have limits. Like they have not. I'm not sorry, I didn't explain myself right. Like they have like ethic codes that they
yeah,
follow.
yeah.
So like a guy was like asking like, "Oh, can you have a plugin like change my prayers for me automatically on SodaSeg?" And then the plugin like the guy that writes plugin, the dev, he's like, "No, dude, that's literally a bot. Like I'm not writing that for you. Like what
I'm
the hell?"
literally not making a client to play the game for you. That's but the
But like
audacity of
people
someone
ask
to
those
ask that.
questions,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
What do you
We
want,
say
like,
word degens, but that type that's just that's another level.
yeah. Also, I gotta give props to the people that make these cheat clients. Like that's some really good programming skills
Yeah, you're
to
you're
like
you're
code
very
this. Like
knowledgeable.
that's some good talent. And like if you invested the time and like I don't know, like in a job or something, then you might get more money out of it. Or
Yeah. Well, there's the
but
classic age-old tale of if you worked a minimum wage job instead of playing Rooney, we'd have a
we'll
lot of
all be
money.
have 100 grand.
Yeah, 400 hours or 400
400
days.
days, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 100 grand minimum wage.
yeah.
But oh well.
Oh well, I'm happy with my life.
But like it's like that's a silly
Yeah,
argument because like
for
it's
sure.
not like I can just like go up to McDonald's and say, "Hey, can I work for 3 hours tonight?"
Yeah, and
That's
also,
not like
are you going to be fulfilled by working in Mickey D's for 3 hours a night, like whenever you want to, or gaming Rooney by yourself with
yeah,
the
like I'd
boys
rather do Mage
or with the
Training
boys?
Arena. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
it's true though. Do you want to segue that into services?
Yeah, okay. So services and Vennies goes together because I've heard a story that we meme about, and I have to be careful not to say names too because I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus.
Yeah,
But so okay, so services. I had this discussion this morning with a couple people in the Discord. So there's a lot of Discords that offer services, and they kind of bypass Jagic's rules because it's not RWTing if you're paying in real life GP.
mm.
But Jagex did release a statement that I think it's bannable now to use services, if I'm not
Yeah, they
mistaken.
made that statement. Yeah,
But apparently, a lot of people still use it, and I know a lot of people that still use it. I've never used it, and I do not plan to use it. Like my account is way too like high level, and
yeah. Imagine
the
giving
bank
your
is way
account to
too
someone to
much.
do
Like,
something like,
bro, like I pay 100 mil, they're gonna scam my bank for like 5 bill. Like, no
yeah,
thanks, dude. Like, I'm way too deep for that.
yeah.
But like you can buy almost anything you can think of. Like if you don't want to do shamans, you can pay 130K per shaman KC.
130K
I can go
per
see prices actually for you. I'm in a couple of the discords. My buddies invited me to
dude. That is
because it's interesting. Wait. Okay, I'll open a Discord and I'll give you price, like actual prices.
wait,
So I'm
130K.
on this Discord.
That's
I'm not
over
gonna say the
500
name of the
mil.
Discord.
That's over 500 mil for a Dragon Warhammer,
Dude, like
right? That's
okay,
650 mil.
think of it this way. Imagine you have a max main and you love Tob. You just love Tob. So you just Tob in 416 on your main. You have fun. And every time you get purples, you just dump it on the shit for your Iron Man.
Yeah,
Like,
but
hey, do you need the gauntlet?
650 mil for a Dragon Warhammer.
Yeah, but like some people would rather do like a week of Tob and make that money than do a week of shamans.
How much money is top per hour? Like 5
I
mil.
don't know, like 4 mil an hour.
So it's over 100 hours. I guess like on a low level iron.
I think that was MSV price. Like, okay, wait, I need to find the prices here. So I'm on a Discord right now. I'm not obviously not gonna say the name. Wait, let me find. Okay, so there's an Iron Man section here. I click on it. Okay, now there's a bunch of prices. So that they can gather secondaries for you for money. So like for example, every red spider egg is 11K each.
Oh my Jesus.
Every unicorn horn is 30K each.
They're just
That's
doing the
with cowhides banked. Without
dude.
cowhides banked, it's 35K each. Like, bro, they actually thought of everything, dude. Okay, now there's a crafting section. Okay, this is gonna be juicy. If you have Varrock medium, they can do humidify for 4K GP each cast. They can do
Humidifies like a
glass make.
6 tick.
Bro, yeah, but like they're charging like 20 mil an hour, by the way, for
Yeah.
some of these things. They 10 better for you for 3K each. Interesting. Oh, they do a birdhouse run on your account for 650K. They do a seaweed run and a birdhouse run for 1.2 mil.
Dude, if they're advertising this, it means homies are
Dude,
paying
they
for
have
it.
a section in Discord where they post like orders, and you literally see like, oh, I've just done 50 bandos for this Iron Man if he got a hilt, and then you see like a loot tracker.
Does it publicize their name as well?
No, they obviously hide that
Yeah.
because I think that person can get banned, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, okay, look at this one. They do master farmers if you're 99 thieving for 7K per pig. It's
Holy
like 3K
fuck.
pigs an hour. So they're literally charging you 21 mil an hour to thieve master farmers.
Yeah. I mean, they can
But
just have
what's
like
telling you they're not using an auto clicker? They could lose an auto clicker and get you banned. Like,
yeah. I mean,
bro,
I think like they probably they're real world trading this, I'd imagine. Just with like the
uh,
sheer quantity of money.
actually, I was hearing about how some people don't reward trade it, some do, but some people they have like crazy goals where they require a lot of money, and the best way to make money is to do
Is
shit like
services.
this.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
top
So
level
imagine like,
skillers. Yeah.
yeah, imagine you want to get 200 mil ring crafting, it's
Yeah,
like 20 bill.
exactly.
Like you do agility on your main and you do this on the side to fund the GP.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like you could make a very good living. You just have like a fat monitor, have 5 different orders going at once.
You just send it.
100 mil an hour, you know?
But what I found the most interesting was the questing section.
Hmm. Even with the
Uh,
Runelight thing, they're charging people pay them for
yeah, they
quests.
charge you and they charge you expensive too. Okay, look, so here, oh no, wait, that's RS3 service? They have RS3 services here? Interesting. Bro, I'm sorry, I'm getting so intrigued by this, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, where are the quest section?
Keep clicking the fire. You're
Oh yeah, I'm
losing
not
XP.
efficient, dude. You know this. Wait, I don't see the quest section. But essentially they had like oh, dude, wait. Holidays. Oh, they even pay for 6 Jads. Oh,
Wow.
you can even buy combat achievement tasks, by the way. Like they literally log into your account and do the task for you.
Hard mode or top speed run times.
Yeah, they do everything for you.
Wow. Well, good
Like
for them.
you know the Jad challenge to like you know the Jad challenge where you can't use a single prayer point?
Yeah. Is
That
that
one's like really
Grandmaster?
hard, right? They charge 60 mil for it.
Okay. That's actually not crazy.
I mean, it's dude, I can do that in 50 minutes, bro. I'll do it for you, man. 16 mil. Come on.
I mean, 60 mil isn't crazy for like that type of Grandmaster task. Like some people probably just wouldn't be able to do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna take you 10 hours to do it and a bunch of like frustration.
Yeah.
Like, and then again, I don't like I know a lot of friends that use this and I don't blame them for using it. Like they like some of them they have jobs, you know, they can't play as much and they still want to progress. So they
Yeah.
like kind of cut corners in this regard.
Yeah.
But this comes into another like another sad reality. Like I don't know if you want to talk about this. So if you want to stop, just let me know and we'll just cut the discussion, move
Yeah.
on. But it's like it's services with Vennies.
Mm.
So like because like as you know in like Venezuela, their country's economy is in shambles.
Yeah.
So working a real job there won't pay you enough to like sustain food properly. So they resort to gaming and reward trading, which like I don't blame them, right? It's their survival
Yeah.
situation. But they do services for you for, but they don't charge you GP. They charge you like money. Like you have to Venmo the money to them directly.
Mm.
And I have a buddy that's what he did. He on his group Ironman, like their team were going for a graceful rush, and he just like CBA doing agility. So he paid a Venny to do 260 marks of grace. So you know how long that would take, right? It's like maybe
Yeah.
18 hours, right?
Yeah.
You know how much the Venny charged him?
$180?
Oh my god. 18 hours?
or it was $10 an hour. I don't know.
No, no, you don't want to know the answer. Guess again. I'll give you a
It,
second try.
honestly, my guess would be like $2 an hour or something.
It was $7 for
Except
260 marks of grace. That
no,
takes like
like
almost
an
20
hour
hours.
or just $7.
$7 for the whole thing.
No, dude,
And you
that's
know what made it worse? Like, the guy, like he gave obviously he gave his environment to the Venny, and the first night the Venny I wouldn't say he slacked, but like I think he took a break, and the dude messaged the Venny, he's like, "Yo, like why aren't you done?" Like as a joke, and the Venny's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he did 40 extra marks of grace.
holy fuck, dude.
$7, dude.
Dude,
He did
that's
that for
like I
$7.
mean, that's okay. For one, from like your friend's perspective, like literal exploitation of labor, like
Well, I mean,
not in
he's
line.
literally. I mean, also okay, so he's also feeding him on one point. Like, if the man is willing to work for $7 because he's desperate for food, like
Yeah,
he
but
gave him.
in the conversation of ethics, right? Like,
Oh yeah, that's a hundred
yeah,
percent abuse. Like,
someone's circumstances which like rationalize maybe doing, for instance, like an experiment that would potentially be detrimental to your health. Like, you can't like legally from like the board of ethics perspective allow someone to do that just because they're in a position that would make them
they're
willing to do
desperate.
such a thing. Yeah. So like from your friend's perspective, like even if the dude was charging $7, like I don't know, help the homie out, give him like 30, right? Like
But like on another side note, it's not like if he was only doing that. He probably had like a couple other people that were like he was doing for like he was doing like agility on his account. Maybe some other dude wanted to like
you
catch
think he
chins
has
and
like like
a strong enough
a
PC.
strong enough PC with strong enough internet connection and like time
I'm
to,
not sure. Like,
it's that sounds just brutal.
yeah, like when he said that, dude, like my jaw dropped. I was like, "Are you serious? What? $7?" Like I thought you like when you said $180, I was like, I don't like that's someone here would charge that because that's
Yeah,
like
like
minimum wage,
I was
right?
saying that in turn, like kind of in like jokingly of like it probably should be like
Like
180
that's what
bucks.
you would charge if you did it. Like,
Yeah, I mean like honestly valuing my labor, like spent a lot of time studying labor rights in the past couple years
oh
in
yeah,
terms
so
of like
this must have tilted you hard.
dude, yeah, it's like it's similar to I think like the conversation about like au pairs coming from like oftentimes like Southeast Asia or South Asia coming to like Italy, France, US, Australia, New Zealand, and like they're basically uprooting their lives to come and take care of other people's children and then paying au pairs in their country to take care of their own children. And it's like,
Really,
yeah, you're
damn,
giving them like
that's fun.
I don't know, you're giving them like I think that's a very different conversation in terms of like that is just like an avenue of like it happens because the infrastructure is in place by and large that it's hard to get away from those systems from happening. But $7 an hour for 18 hours of work on RuneScape, I think that can be shifted. Like there's an easy fix to that, and that's from the buyer's perspective of not like or of like valuing labor in a different way and have like I don't know, just having a different moral compass on it.
Yeah, that's really fucked up. And
Yeah.
like another story too is another dude, different person. He like he's not able to play as much because he has like a kid and he works full time, but he still wants to progress. So he paid a Venny to do Gauntlet on his account. I think it was and like the Venny that did Gauntlet on his account was a fucking gamer because he was a low level Iron, no prayers, like 80s stats,
Yeah.
and he was charging him like I think it was like $2 per KC or something. So like still really good money.
Yeah. Like 10 an hour.
But like for in terms of like skill to do that, like I
Yeah.
would struggle doing that content. Like
Yeah.
it was like that's really high up
You're a
there.
skilled laborer and you should be getting paid a lot more for that.
Yeah, it's like that's like pretty impressive that the venue was able
Yeah.
to complete that order. But then he wanted to do thieving, so he paid a different venue because that venue was like I guess it was more expensive. I don't know.
Yeah.
And apparently, like I don't know what happened, but he got banned. So I suspect that either the Venny got IP banned, the one that was doing his thieving, so that included banning the person's iron, or the Venny was auto clicking on his account and got
Mm,
him banned.
yeah.
But then again, like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like, he's doing something illegal. Like, he's not gonna
Yeah.
say to Jagex like, "Oh, unban me, appeal." Like, he's just
How prevalent are services like this in the high-end community, or does it usually fall within that middle echelon of player?
I have no idea. I mean, I only a couple of people have opened up to me about that,
Yeah.
so I
I,
don't know how many people do it.
I mean, kind of, but going off your point of like, I would not have someone else anywhere close to my account,
Yeah,
right?
I wouldn't trust it either.
Like, I think there's probably a reason why there's a lot fewer high-level irons than there are mid-level irons that would be doing this type of thing because you have to have a relationship with the game that's very different to get to the point like kind of where we're at. At least maybe that's just personal bias leaning
Oh,
towards
yeah, and
that.
also the guy that got banned, he even like he said after he's like he thinks it's a blessing because he thought he was spending too much time on the game, so he just moved on,
Yeah,
which is good for him, honestly. I guess that was a good thing.
yeah, dude. If you had to, so I listened to the Travis 42 Sebe cast recently.
Me too. I like to
Yeah, dude,
listen
I
to them.
like
I
that
mean, I
one.
don't think I've finished it yet though.
No,
I think I'm
I'm like a
halfway.
couple hours in, but I haven't finished it. Um, would you rebuild if you had
Oh
nothing?
yeah, he did rebuild, bro. That's painful.
And he did that to
Oh my
himself,
god.
bro. Ah,
Yeah. Well, there's a guy in our CC. His name is Jarno. He got hacked, and the hacker like joinked absolutely everything, and
mm,
he's rebuilding.
I don't think I could do it.
If I got hacked, I wouldn't do it because I would be scared they would hack me again.
Yeah, there's no way I would like.
But if I was in the same situation as Travis, oh my god, dude, I think I would just either quit or make a UIM or commit to the UIM or something.
I getting all the stats, like I would rather just play on the account more than get stats. And actually would probably be good for the collection log.
Yeah, but you would waste so much time doing stuff you do green log.
Yeah. I
Like
don't know.
imagine grinding another Tebow. Like, oh gosh.
After already getting two and spooned on both, you know?
Yeah, like that's gonna be a scary third Tebow to
And
get.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Like even if you got it under 3K KC, you spoon the third one.
Yeah. Holy fuck, 3K. I'm so scared of going dry on the Kodai.
Oh yeah. It'll come when it arrives. It's like that's like with Tom, man. You gotta like stop looking at the items you have and just KC go up, keep tobbing.
That's where I'm at with raids right now. Like I just look at KC go up. But because I have zero items at top, it's like getting your first, at least how I'm seeing it, is like getting your first prayer scrolls from raids. You know, you just you want it so badly to open up other aspects of the game, and I'm just not there yet, so I'm pretty consumed by it still.
Dude, I honestly think that when you get your first item from top, oh sorry, bird, you're gonna get like a massive addiction and you're just gonna grind top like
What are you
crazy.
calling the first item to be?
I'm calling a Sang staff because you're
Oh,
lucky.
oh, oh. Dude. Okay, I'll be honest, I just want Scythe saying Avernic. I don't give a fuck about anything else. And because that's the case, I think I'm gonna get like a rapier first and then like Justy chest. You know what I mean? Like just the stuff that I'm
Wait, do
not.
you know what my top luck was?
Tell me.
Okay, so I got a 6 KC Justy helm, big pog. I used that in Inferno when I was learning and Sarah and all that.
Hmm.
Then at 7 KC, my buddy Pharaoh got a Justy helm, and he was the one teaching me Tob, and he completed Tob with that Justy helm. So he just like yeeted, never Tobbed again.
Yeah,
So I was
legend.
alone to learn Tob. So what I did is I was like, I still want to top because I had like that addiction from the Justy helm. So I just went in 416 with 7 KC. And if you think 416 is bad when you're doing it with me, like bro, you have no idea if you're 7 KC alone going to 416. Oh my gosh, bro. Like
Did
you
people
had
want to
to
take
like
you?
full on carry, like 2+2s, like the 4 man, like
Yeah,
it was rough. But I learned so much because I learned to carry and not like just follow around, right?
yeah.
So like I knew how to freeze maiden at like 10 KC. I knew how to like immediately everything except for Zarpus. Like I knew all the cycles, I knew all the mechanics, mastered all the mechanics by like 20 KC. So it was great. But like I would wipe like 15 times in a day and get 1 KC.
When did you learn the Zarpus walk?
Oh, that was when I got my rapier, so like 500 KC.
Oof.
But yeah, okay.
When
So then I grinded 416, right? From yeah, I'll get there because that's part of it.
yeah.
So I got um the Helm 6 KC, grinded 416 for like months. I saw a bunch of purples. I got my second purple at 147 KC, so I went 141 dry,
Fuck.
and that was a Justy legs, 2 pieces of Justy.
Don't tell me that.
Then I kept grinding top, and remember, like I've seen like eight of Vernix by then, right?
Yeah.
I got to 194 KC, got my Justy plate body. So full Justy by 194, and that's it from top.
That's
Just full
all.
Justy.
Honestly, that's kind of nice. Like if I get one Justy piece, I'd want them all.
Yeah, it was cool, but like
But also, yeah, I
all
feel
my
you.
friends at that KC had scythes. And the
Mm,
thing about top is if you get a scythe, you get more DPS, which
yeah.
means you MVP more, which means
Yeah.
you get more purples. So it's like a spiral
Yeah.
upwards. Then I finally got my Avernic at 213 KC, and that's after seeing 11 Avernics, by the way. I saw 11 Avernics and then I got mine.
Fuck.
And that was like all these raids were all 416, by the way. I'm still doing 416. Then I saw a Scythe. I saw a bunch of Sangs. And a lot of Sangs I saw was like the dude dies on P2. I carry. I carry P3. The guy that died gets the Sang. And it was my MVP. And I was just like, are you serious?
Like the
That happened to me
100,
twice.
like robot level
Yeah,
110,
essentially exactly what happened
my
to
MVP.
Robot. Yeah, and that exactly that situation. Then I got dupes. Then I got my rape and my Sang staff at 402 KC, which was kind of sick actually. That was
Yeah.
really deserved. And I got my rapier at 494 and then scythe at 574. Finished top at 574.
So
So I
those
had a
last
bad start.
150, yeah.
I had a bad start, but I spooned the ending. So that was, I guess that was, like I ended up compensating.
Yeah.
But
It took
I learned Zarpus walk at when I got the rapier because that's what I told myself. Oh no, actually I did it before because I remember my gear was just a regular whip because I had no more tents. I burned like 10 whips
mm.
a top.
Yeah, I have like 20 something whips in my
But
bank,
once
but
you learn how to Zarpus walk, like range is irrelevant. You
you
just
don't
freeze Maiden and you freeze Nilo and you only bring a T-bow as a range switch. So you don't even use Zora skill.
you don't
It's
bring
great.
any you don't bring void switch, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
CD8.
Yeah, I'll
But
get
yeah,
there.
dude. That like a Vernic grind was so painful. But when I got it, dude, I just like kept degenning pod nonstop.
I've already seen a Sang and a Vernic, and I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna get Justy next.
It's
It's
okay. Hopefully it's a helm because that's actually useful.
yeah, I would use it like Sarah and stuff. I never want to pull out a Verox helm again.
Actually, it's only Sarah you would use it because you finished Inferno
Yeah.
in your first game. Oh man, that top grind was fun in 416, man.
When did you start raiding just with the homies mostly?
Well, because back then there wasn't a lot of people that would top in the CC. Like
Mm.
now, there's a lot of people that top,
A lot of
like
people's accounts are
RNG
better.
tops and
Yeah.
guns and yeah. Because back then everyone was doing chambers, and we're only a handful of gamers doing top. But eventually, I started introducing people to top. Oh, and also my learning procedure for teaching people top was like really savage. So I'll explain because it was quite fun. So, when I learned top, Pharaoh made me take a quiz and he would ask me questions like before even my first raid. So I had watched like guides and watched Pharaoh do Tob, and he would ask me questions like, "What percentage health does maiden crab spawn?"
I don't
Do you
know
know?
that.
Okay, well if I failed the
The
quiz, he wouldn't
30?
take me on the Tob.
The 30?
Yeah, 30. What's the other
Yeah.
two?
You said 30 and 32?
No, what's the other two? 30. There's two others. It spawns 3 times.
Oh, uh, 30, 2214. No, that's so wrong.
You know what?
30.
30, 50, 70.
Oh, on Maiden?
Yeah, Maiden.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking of Zarpus. Or not Zarpus,
Oh,
uh,
oh, Verzik P2.
Verzik P2. Yeah.
And he would ask me other basic questions like, what do you pray on this one? What do you pray on this one? But he would ask me trick questions too, like, what do you pray on Zarpus? And I was like, what? You pray on Zar? And he's like, you don't pray on Zarpus. It's you only pray offensive. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. And then eventually he took me on the first raid, right? So that's how I
Yeah.
learned. But then I started applying that too when I was teaching people because the problem about teaching people taught is there's some people that just expect you to like carry them and that's it. And that's
And it's
really
partly
fucking
true.
frustrating. It's really frustrating because like carrying people in Tob is it's fun for a bit, but then eventually it's like, dude, like I'd
Yeah.
rather do a trio at this point because you're like it's been 100 PC and you're just leeching.
Did you
So
ever
if
feel
you
that with
if
me?
you no no dude, you're like a 400 KC player, bro. No stress.
400
So
KC player. Hell yeah.
so like uh so if you make them take a quiz and they actually like invest time to like prepare and learn, then you know that like if when you're gonna teach them, they're gonna actually listen and like improve and eventually they'll be able to do it alone, right? That's the goal.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I've had people that like I will teach them Tob and then they would tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I'm just like, bro, you're one KC Tob and I carried you. And you're telling me that I fucked up on Maiden? Like what? Like that's not even
Yeah.
you don't even freeze Maiden, you just click boss, bro. Like what do you mean? And like I got so frustrated that I was like, fuck it. Everyone's taking quizzes. I don't care if you hate me. I CBA teaching you if you're gonna like act like that.
Yeah, we have quizzes in my restaurant about like what happens with the food. Because we're
Oh
like in
yeah,
a do a lot of food running, so they'll be like, what percent hydration content is the flour for our sourdough? And
really?
we have a pretty intense Google Drive of like everything. Um, it's 85%. No one knows where I work, but that's the percent hydration we use, if you want to know.
It's such
If
a
anyone
weird
has listened
flex
for this 2 hour ramble for this content right now. Um,
for winter talk content, dude.
yeah, but it's like those quizzes are quite helpful in terms of like
Yeah, because it
developing.
pushes you to actually
Yeah,
learn it
for
and
sure.
understand it too. Like I remember I took I think it was RNG and I was making him take the quiz. And my first question was, if you're wearing full void with 51 mage accuracy, what's the percentage chance that you freeze 2 out of 3 maiden crabs? And he just went like, what?
Question mark.
I pulled on like a statistics problem. Oh
What
man,
was
the
the answer
good
to that?
times. I don't know. I would have to like actually calculate it.
Did you have the answer at the time when you asked it?
No, no, I was just memeing.
That would be like super Chad.
It's like 96%.
Uh,
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
do you have any other things you want to cover?
No, I think we've covered everything.
We've covered a lot. Um, yeah, and we also got what's your XP gained? I think I had some from yesterday for fire making.
I'm at 625K.
I'm at 791.
Damn, 170K.
That's gamers
To
right
be
there.
honest, dude, like this last like 40 minutes, I haven't really been fletching much. I
What's
don't know
your
if that
stack at? I'm only at 3K.
I was at 17K, so I'm at 5K now.
Nice. So we stayed on pace because you were 2K ahead of me before. I was at 2K, you were at 3K.
So you were able to catch up and burn logs
And burn logs in
between
between.
runs. Fuck.
That's Olympus right there.
Feels bad, dude. Oh, we should talk about Olympus and solitary because we were both. I mean, I was in solitary and you're in Olympus. So
Yeah.
if
Um,
you want to talk about that, you just want to end it here.
I think we touched on it briefly. Um, I think what I'll say is I really enjoy being surrounded by such Uber gamers, and I think I've at this point earned the respect of a few of them, just like through my videos and through chatting in the clan chat, and it just like feels like a very warm environment for me to be a part of. When I first entered the like joined the clan, I was very nervous about saying anything. It's like these are literally the best people in the game. I don't want to make a fool of myself, etc. But now I'm just like I've gotten over a lot of those anxieties, and I just it's just the people who I play with or sit in a clan with, and like it's also nice. I don't know. Sometimes I spent some time in the '07 Iron as a friend, and what people are doing in game just feels so separate or dissimilar from what I'm doing that it's like we're playing different games. And when someone in chat in the Olympus chat says they just got their 38th farming pet, yes, we're playing very different games, but I want to get to the game that you're playing. You know, it's like motivating to me. Um,
Yeah, I did feel that too with solitary. It's just eventually I kind of like pushed away from them just because I was like not playing as much when I started working.
yeah. Well, you also mentioned like they don't allow for double or dual clanning,
Yeah, they
and
allowed it for a while, but then when the clans change arrived, they
yeah,
forced us to pick. And like being a co-leader of a casual clan with like 650 people, or being like a shitter in solitary, man, it
yeah.
was a pretty easy choice.
It's crazy that you're a self-described shitter in solitary when such an uber
When I
gamer.
joined, I definitely was. I didn't even have an Inferno cape when I joined.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't
I
think you'd be
remember
considered a shitter now.
I remember when I got my Inferno cape, it was a 231-minute cape with full justy, and I posted it. I posted it in solitary, and I rolled crazy PP.
Instantly clicked or kicked from clan.
Dude, I didn't care, bro. Like, I just wanted to get the cape and move on. Now, I mean, now I have a good PB. It's just,
Yeah.
uh, like, I just wanted to get the first cape and get rid of that like
What's
anxiety
my
barrier.
PB Zuck? Oof. 91 minutes.
91. I'm at 68 something.
Yeah. I haven't done any speeds. Um, I've
Dude,
just
they're
like
actually really fun for Inferno.
I think I want to get higher like base KC before I go for speeds.
Yeah,
Like
that's
just
fair.
like get more familiar with the content. Um, yeah, because also
Also,
like
watch a lot of Adicon before you send Speed Inferno.
yeah, I need to do research before I step into speeds as well, which is the biggest barrier. And I think I
Dude,
can do like
just Adicon, bro. That's all you gotta do. The
yeah.
man's a beast.
All right.
Like I went from a 90-minute PB to like miss PB just from watching him.
Did you do like chins or anything?
No, no, I can't, dude. I don't even catch chins for armor, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
like
looking forward to
chins
going back to chins. Like one tick chins are pretty fun, to be honest. And it'll be a good motivation, like Zuck PBs,
for
but
that pet
also
too.
pet chance for going back to Arma.
Yeah, isn't it like 3,000 armor KC to hit pet rate with chins? Do
Oh,
you know?
I don't know, but I would love to
That's some
learn
good math for
that
someone to do.
ratio. Yeah,
'Cause that means you're like not guaranteed, but you're likely to get the chin
yeah.
pet before armor
I
pet.
used to be doing 30 chins per kill at Arma before I had rigor. Um,
Oh, really? Okay, so that's let's see, what's pet chance on chins?
but
Pet
I think
chin
you could probably get that down definitely to like 20
25.
per kill at this point. And with the new gloves coming out, and if you do damage with twisted bow instead of just only using chins, you could get the number
Yeah,
of
with
chin, like the
buckler
ratio
buff
down a
too.
lot lower. Yeah,
Okay, so
with
it's 1
buckler
in
buff.
95k for red chins. Actually, that's 3k. If you do 30 chins per kill, it's 3,000 armor.
Yeah,
Damn, dude, I
that's
heard
not bad.
right. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, um, I think this we've come to the end of
Our
this. I think
discussion.
this took the form somewhat of a Save cast at the end of it. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think it's a save a cast, dude.
No, no,
It's
no,
just
no,
like
no,
a duo
absolutely not.
ramble.
Yeah.
Can't yoink that from the master.
The master, the king. Yes, Save if you listen to this, which it's doubtful that you get this
Bro,
far
he
if you don't.
commented on my ramble,
Dude,
bro.
he
I was
commented
like
on
out
mine
of
too.
nowhere. I was like,
Legend.
what?
Yeah. But 2 hours of us just being degenerates, I don't know.
Dude,
Uh,
if you're watching, like, if you watch this far, like, I want you to type in the comments what you were doing while watching this.
yes. Like
Like, keep it PG, obviously.
But be honest with us. You know, you're someone that we both, I think, I can speak for both of us in this, look up to. Okay, this is getting.
Oh no,
I'm
wait, I
gonna
wasn't
stop.
talking to Sebe. I was talking to anyone in general watching us.
Oh yes, same.
But if
Haha.
Sebe comments, oh, that would be pretty cool.
All right. I really hope this ramble was recording, and I'll leave it at that. Thank you all so much for
Let me know
listening.
if it works.
uh, Yo, Lone, let's do this again sometime. As our don't die though.
I dodged it, dude.
I saw that.
Supple
Yeah.
skills.
Um, yeah. Let's do this again in the future. I think like this was really nice, and it could be fun to just share ideas in this on this platform. Um,
Yeah, I agree. It's relaxing, and we can do winter time while we're
and we
doing it.
do
Or maybe we
this
can do something else next time.
MTA next time.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's not happening.
One of yours, Wintertodd, one of mine, MTA. Or
Oh,
shot.
dude, it's not worth it.
All right, last chest. No tome of fire, but it
No
was a good
tome, no
session.
pet, dude. Shit game.
All right. Do you want to meet back at Wintertodd and say our goodbyes?
Okay. Guess we can say our goodbyes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna run this out anymore. Thank you all for listening if you got this far, and have a good day. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.